Hey everyone, today we will be playing Mouse Guard, the role-playing game by Luke Crane and Burningware Headquarters, based on the Mouse Guard comic series by David Petersen, which is really awesome, and you should check it out and read his blog and follow him on Twitter and check out everything he does because he's an amazing artist and does really cool stuff. And this is a Mouse Guard intro session based on the module in the book called Find the Grain Peddler, which is also what you see in the first volume of the Mouse Guard comic book of Fall 1152. Yeah, this game will be run by me, Tim Franzke. I run this game as like one of my favorite games. I ran a long campaign of it a year ago and finally found the time to run this again. And with me, Kasper.
Yes. Sorry.
Say hi.
Hi. My name is Kasper Allerslev, and I'm from Denmark. I am pretty active in the RPG community. I don't make a lot. I claim to make a lot, but I never finish anything. And I also periodically run a lot of one-shots in Dungeon World. And currently I'm experimenting with setting those up.
Then we have David, who made these incredible overlays.
Hi together, I'm David. I'm from I haven't played Mouse Guard before, so this is my first session of Mouse Guard, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we have Aaron.
Yeah, so I'm Aaron. I run a lot of indie games and different games, online and in real life. And I'll be playing Kinsey in this case. I played a little Mouse Guard before, but I'm gonna need to be reminded what's going on.
Sure, I will try to explain everything as best as I can while we're going on, and just to introduce all of you just to the basic concept of the game. You are playing anthropomorphic mice in the Mouse Guard, which is like basically an order of Jedi Knight-like figures, but without cool force powers. But yeah, you are anthropomorphic mice in a medieval type-ish society, but you are like the size of mice, of regular mice. You have all the problems of regular mice, like animals, like all animals, like everything eats mice. Weather can be really mean to you, and also there are other mice who sometimes can be the biggest problem. And the Mouse Guard is operating from Lockhaven, and it's basically in the mouse territories. Like they do like everything between the towns, like escort people, fight weasels, drive away animals that are threatening, helping out in cases of crises, and all that stuff. And like in the wild, the Mouse Guard's word is law, but in the different mouse cities, they usually are not in charge. And of course, there are cities that kind of resent the Mouse Guard for being like these people who push everyone around in their view and tell them what to do, and I think everyone is relying way too much on them. But of course, there are also voices in the Mouse Guard who say, no, we need to get more involved and be more protective of these people, which of course means that they want to rule everyone. So there's a lot of trouble for the Mouse Guard, and there's always stuff to do. But you are a seasoned group of mice. Kenzie and Saxon being working together forever, and Liam proving himself as a hero in the Weasel Wars, in the defense of a town.
Weasel Wars.
The Weasel Wars, yeah. The Weasel Wars were a few years ago, and after a long bloody war, you drove the weasels away. Not much is known about the Weasel War by now, but the next comic book series coming out will be all about that, and that will be really awesome to look at. because a weasel is also like 3 times the size of you, and yeah, stronger and much more dangerous. While your nature of a mouse is hiding and foraging and climbing, their nature is in like stealing and like eating mice, and it's way not as nice as you are. But really important for you are your beliefs and instincts and goals. The goals for the mission, and your mission for this is Gwendolyn, the patriarch of the Mouse Guard, called for you and said said to you, I need to find it. We'll get it. Yeah, she said, I need you to patrol the trail between Rootwallow and Barkstone. A grain peddler has gone missing. Find him. And of course, like trade with, especially with grain, is really important, so that all the mouse towns have enough food to survive the winter. But as you're going, she like takes Kenzie to the side, and with a worried face, she said, the grain peddler might be a spy, saying secrets about Lockhaven. I need you to determine whether that is the truth or not. And like she gives you a knowing look.
All right.
So normally you would write your own goals for the mission, but in this case they have been already provided. So can you read again your belief, your instinct, and your goal?
Should I start?
Sure.
Okay. My belief is the best solution is always found at the point of my sword, which is pretty problematic, I think. My goal is I will protect Kenzie and Liam on this mission. Is it Liam or Liam? Liam. Okay, Liam. And my instinct is always draw my sword at the first sign of trouble.
Okay. Shall I go second, or do you want to go, Kenzie? Well,
Go ahead.
You're the more experienced guard mouse, so you go second.
No, I'll bring it. Yeah. I'll bring it home at the end. You go ahead.
Okay. So my belief: a guard mouse never gives up, no matter the danger. My goal is I will show Kenzie and Saxon that I am a valuable member of the patrol. And my instinct is, if there's work to be done, always offer help.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Kenzie, my belief is it's not what you fight, but what you fight for. And my instinct is always consult Saxon when trouble arises. But my goal for this particular mission is I must find evidence that will determine if the grain peddler is a traitor or not.
Yeah. And Kenzie is also your patrol leader, so he can like order you to do specific stuff, but he's not like the big military sergeant who you can't say anything against. Like it's usually like in case of crisis, he like you follow his word, but you can also voice your own concerns and make plans together.
Yeah. You just have, you at least have to listen to me, because I'm older and I'm higher ranked than you.
Okay. What do I want to say? Yeah, Mouse Guard is played in 2 phases. There's the GM's turn and the player's turn. You always start with the GM's turn, where you go out on missions. Like, and when you're playing Mouse Guard, you're always on some kind of mission. Like, you never have a session where you're just sitting around doing basically nothing, unless it's winter, and then it's also cool. There are rules for that. So in the GM's turn, like you're going and trying to accomplish your mission as best as you can, and then like when you're done with it, like basically like when you have beaten the dungeon, to use a metaphor, like you go back to town and like you relax and you try to accomplish your goals if you couldn't have made that during the GM's turn, or you like meet with friends or with your parents, or like try to fight against your enemy. Like every one of you has an enemy. And to To do things in a player's turn, you will need checks, but we will get to that. So you settle out from Lockhaven, from the home of the guard, trying to patrol the trail between the towns of Rootwallow and Barkstone. But you quickly realize that there's no sign of the missing mouse. He somehow must have made a detour, or like has hidden his tracks. And to actually find him, you must make a scout test. Like you're standing around, you're looking, if you're unsure what to do.
So we followed his trail, or we followed the road this far, but we lost his trail. All right.
Okay.
Well, scout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually the patrol leader can just assign someone to make the roll, but if someone like screams, "I do it," then you can roll.
Okay. Who's the best? I trust Saxon most. Just
I must advise that trust is wrongfully founded because I do not have a very good scouting skill. I believe that Liam has.
So Saxon has no idea. Go ahead.
I could totally show you how to do it. It's not that difficult. First of all, you have to get really close to the ground. And then I'm going to scout. I don't know if that's a high value, because I have a scout value of 5, it says on my character sheet.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
That is unbelievably good.
Okay. Can you tell me, Tim, like the average is something like 2 or 3 or?
So a lot of my skills.
Yeah, like three or 4 is okay, and then 5 and 6 is good.
Okay. So when you have nothing in the skill, aren't you allowed to roll, or?
When you don't have a skill, you can either test with your nature, or you can try to learn the skill using the beginner's luck rule. And then like you have to test a few times, like equal to your nature, but then once you have done that, you get the skill, like the actual skill.
Okay. Okay. So
can we help him?
You can, one step at a time. Like you are to go back to Liam now. Like you're going like to the ground, looking for trails and sniffling around. Or what are you doing exactly?
Yeah, looking for trails, going a little bit off the path if perhaps there are trails there, stuff like that.
Sniffing.
Yeah.
Sniffing around, very important.
And then also it's really it's late fall. I forgot to mention that, and it's unusually warm today, and it's really clear sky. But there are a lot of leaves that have fallen from the trees already, and they're like sometimes blocking the view or blocking the path, and like you have to like climb over them or pass under them. Which sometimes can be really good because you can hide from predators, but also makes looking for traits, of course, a bit harder. Oh yeah, but the others of you can definitely help if you have a matching skill that is useful to the situation and can describe how you are helping.
Right.
Well, I'm a really good survivalist, so I guess I can look for tracks that doesn't really match with the animal tracks, except from I guess I would be able to.
No, that's scout. Survivalist is for surviving out, like finding water, building shelter, making fire, and that stuff.
So I think this mouse might have, rather than following the path, might have tried to make his own path. And I have Pathfinder skill, so I'll look for breaks in the underbrush and stuff like that where he might have gone through. And this is a merchant. He has like a cart or something, right?
Yeah, usually.
So I'll also, I'll tell Liam to look for a cart path as well.
That's a very good idea. There's a reason why you are the most experienced.
I'm also pathwise. So
Yeah, but you can only help with one.
yeah.
With
So
one
you
die.
get one die from me.
Okay, so I added an additional die for your help.
Yeah, and then you can also look at your traits, and if you have a matching trait where you think that's helpful to you, you can add another die, but you can also describe how one of your traits is actually hindering you in accomplishing your goal. Subtract one die from your roll, but you get a check for the player's turn when you do that. Or
Okay.
because we're making a versus test, you're rolling against the hiding nature of the Grand Peddler. You can also give me 2 extra die if you have a trait that will hinder you, but you get 2 checks for the player's turn.
Okay, so I have the trait Defender, and I would like to. I don't know if that's possible. I would like to use it because I'm not going to go too far away from Kenzie and Saxon. Stay with them, so there could be some paw prints that I'm missing because I'm going to try to stay with them.
Yeah, sure, of course.
So I'm going to give the opposed roll 2 more dice. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I roll 6 dice now. Now.
And I will roll first because you can potentially spend a persona point also to help you.
Okay.
But I will roll first, and then you can see like how high I roll. And I have 3 successes. You roll d6 in this game, and 4, 5, and 6, as you can see in my roll, are success.
Okay, let's see if I find something. That doesn't look too good. That's exactly 1.
Okay.
I'll just be pointing out that that one of his successes was actually caused by you letting him roll an additional die. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry, Kenzie. I couldn't find anything.
No. You find the trail. Like there are a few grains actually very lost who are like for you are like this size. I like this size because you're the size of a mouse.
Burrito size.
And you follow these tracks, and then you see his grain cart, but his grain cart has fallen over. And like you see it standing over, and there's no sight of another mouse to be seen. The only thing, as you get closer, that you see is a straw hat that is laying there.
Is the cart flipped over?
Yeah, it's flipped over.
I draw my sword.
We should be very careful. This could be a trap.
Exactly.
Right. Good work, Liam.
I draw my sword.
So Kenzie goes up to the cart, and
wait.
Kenzie looks unconcerned actually, but he's just gonna sniff around the cart really carefully and see if there's anything under it or.
As you get to the cart,
I keep close to him. He shouldn't wander off alone. And I call to Liam to.
Oh, wait for me.
To follow.
Yeah, like suddenly there's a shadow falling over you guys, and as you turn to the side, suddenly you see this like it's bigger than a house, and it's really long, and it has this snake, and it has this like big eyes, like really wide, and it has like it has seen you, it has smelled you, and it's coming for you. Like it's like it goes up and then at you. What do you do?
Okay.
I yell out for them to stand back, and as it leaps toward me, I try to hack it in the head with my sword.
You want to fight it?
Yes, I
Or-
will.
Wait, Saxon, wait.
No, because the best solution is found.
So
at
is
my
the
sword.
snake already attacking, or is it standing like there? And can a mouse communicate with a snake? Is that possible in Mouse Guard?
A mouse can communicate with a snake. That would be in the law mouse skill. That I don't think any of you have.
No.
That's used for. But you're pretty sure that it at least wants to drive you away, but you can also fight it. Like you can flee or you can fight. Basically, or you could try to communicate with it.
That's a bit too late, isn't it?
I'm right by your side. Whatever you're planning to do.
Okay, so we're going into a fight conflict. Are you all
Yes.
standing? Are you all standing with Saxon?
I'm
Well, I
gonna hang
told
back
them
a
not
little
to. Thank you.
I'm gonna reach out to Liam and try to hold you back as well.
We can't
That's
let.
up to you if you want to go with him.
Yes,
Can I ask something?
Yes.
The beliefs, goals, and instincts. When do I get something for them?
At the end of the session, you get stuff for accomplishing your goal or trying to accomplish your goal, for playing your belief or for like completely betraying it, and you get stuff for when you play your instinct and it gets you into trouble.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you're going into a fight conflict with the snake.
Yes.
So the first thing we do is it's a fight animal conflict. What is your goal? What do you want to do?
I want to drive the snake away.
Sounds good.
And kill it if that's not possible.
Okay. What the snake? No, you want to you started it, right? Basically. So do you want to drive it off or kill it? You can kill it actually. A snake is a thing you can kill.
I want to drive it off.
Okay. What the snake actually wants to do is to protect its nest.
Shit.
Okay.
Nest. Okay, the next thing we do is to determine the disposition for the conflict. For that, one of you rolls. What do you roll? You roll either fighter or hunter.
Fighter.
The others can help.
Yes, I have
you
6 in
describing
fighter.
like getting ready for battle, and then you take the successes that you rolled and add these to your health stat.
Okay.
That will be your disposition for the fight.
Okay, I have a 6 in fighter, so if people want to help me, I can.
I would like to
Oh,
help
wow.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
So how does aiding work? It just
So-
gives you another dice.
Yeah,
Describe
in
how you
that
use
case,
the skill.
basically, you are deciding to be on his team and to fight with him. Like you don't have to describe something for that, but you get for everyone that helps, you get an additional die.
Okay, so do you both help me?
So if I'm in the fight, I might as well help, right?
Yeah,
With the
like that would be wise.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so should
So
I roll
two
all
plus-
8 dice?
Yeah, but you can also look at your traits and maybe like describe how your fearless nature makes you better or worse at fighting
Okay,
these things.
my fearless nature would probably be against me here because I'm going straight for it because I need to protect Liam and Kenzie. So what does that give me? Plus 2 dice for the snake?
No, that is
charging.
not a versus test. That is just a simple test. So you can subtract 1 die and get an
Okay.
additional check. I only get
Okay.
1 success, by the way. I always I historically roll really terribly in conflicts in Mouse Guard.
So I check my fearless now.
No, you don't have to check it. When you use it against you, you can do that as often as you want.
Yeah, but don't I get a check for that?
Yeah, you,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
earned one.
You earn
Yeah.
one check.
Okay, so I earn 1 check by subtracting 1 die. And I get 4 successes.
Well, you can, because you rolled a 6, you can spend your fate point
No.
to roll an additional die for the 6 that you rolled.
No, I don't think I'll spend it on 1 extra die.
Okay.
If I've gotten 3, maybe.
So you have 4 successes now, and you add that to your health stat.
My health stat is what? What is my health? It's 4, so I have 8 health.
Yeah, you have those are basically your hit points for the conflict.
Yeah. Okay.
The snake also has 8. I will make a counter for that.
It also has 8.
Yeah, it also has 8.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
As
can
a
be
mouse,
dangerous.
as a mouse, we're on the low end of the scale when it comes to health.
Yeah. Okay, now we have done that. The next thing you do is you script 3 actions as a team. Your actions can be either attack, defend, feint, or maneuver. An attack is used to reduce the enemy's hit points by the margin of success that you have. A defend is used for one to protect against attacks, but also you can use a defend to heal back hit points that you have lost, but you can't go over your maximum. You can script a feint. A feint breaks through a defend, so you when you have a feint and the snake is defending, you don't get any the snake doesn't roll. You can't just attack it. The defend is meaningless. However, if you feint into an attack, then the other can just attack you, and you have no way to fight back. And then you can script a maneuver, and a maneuver sets you up for your next action with giving you extra dice for that.
Okay, so do we script as a team or as individuals?
Every one of you gets 1 action, and you can distribute them however you want.
So as a team, we have to decide.
You have to describe on your 3 next actions, and you also on the second page of your character sheet.
Yeah.
There should be a conflict type and action type type chart, and then you can see for fight animal, you can attack with fighter or hunter, you can defend with lore, mouse, or nature, you can feint with fighter or hunter, and maneuver with lore, mouse, or nature.
What does feint do?
A feint breaks through a defense, and it's also good against a maneuver.
Oh, so why would I ever defend?
Because here's the thing, let's say you have three hit points left when you have defended the snake, then there will be a compromise depending on how many points you have lost. So the snake will get at least a bit of your or actually a lot of its own goal. You will you can only really win if you win without losing anything. Even losing 1 point will cost you a bit afterwards.
Okay, but what I meant was that why would I defend if feint? What is it exactly feint does in itself?
Okay, when you attack. Let's say 2 people attack each other. There's no versus test. You both attack and you run past each other, and everyone just does damage.
Yeah.
When you script a defend, you can protect yourself against the attack. And if you're good enough, you can even regain hit points.
Okay.
But when you roll a feint against the defend, the other one don't get to roll. You just do damage.
Okay,
Right,
so why would I
if
just make a regular attack?
You can do that.
No, why would I if I could use fate? I don't understand that.
Because
when you feint and the other attacks, then you are helpless against them.
Oh.
Right. And if
Fair
you
enough.
if you just attack, they can just defend, and they're protected, more or less.
Okay. Oh,
So
and yeah, maneuver.
you don't want to attack all the time because then they can just defend all the time and you make no progress. But if you
Okay.
feint all the time, right, then they can start attacking you instead of defending.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you're
So how should we script our fight then? So
I have scripted for me, so you can now like you can talk amongst each other like how your skills are and
all right.
how your weapons are helping with specific things. And you should also, like the two of you who are using the sword, you should
yeah.
decide what kind of action you want to use your bonus for.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So I think just from the situation we've described so far, we should probably attack first.
yes.
Because it just sounds like that's Saxon's plan all the time.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
do you want to?
actually that we could maneuver to give to get gain position or to impede it.
True, that's
Because
fine.
if we impede it, it has a harder time defending. To if it defends on the next action, and if we could
Yeah.
or we could maneuver first and then attack second, I think.
So we all have to choose the same action.
No, every one of you will roll for one action, but the others can help then.
Okay.
So, but
So-
every one of you like gets a spotlight panel in
Okay.
comic type fight, but the others are like helping you.
Okay.
Right.
So who has a high fighter or hunter? Because each of us will only make one roll.
Well, my fighter's 3, so
Okay.
not as good as you. But I could do the maneuver, and then you can follow up with the attack.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
And then
Yeah, I
what
have
do you
fighter 3 as well.
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I was
Liam?
thinking.
Like we could use another. I have a feeling that the snake is going to attack, so a defend would not go amiss at some point, so we can
Oh.
maybe get some health back.
Okay, since I'm a defender, that's one of my traits, I think. Perhaps I'm preparing for the attack of the snake and going to try to defend that one. Pair it
Okay.
with my sword while Saxon is attacking, and perhaps Kenzie, you can maneuver in the meantime. So
Okay,
we have
so
an
we can-
advantage for next round.
Okay, we first. Okay, so just to summarize, first we maneuver, then we attack, and then we defend.
Yes,
Is that the plan?
that's the plan.
Okay, who does what? I would very much like to do the attack.
Yeah. So I'm maneuvering first of all.
Okay.
So I'll maneuver, then Saxon attacks, then Liam defends. Okay?
Okay, so then we compare actions, and my first action is actually a defend against your maneuver, which is a versus test.
Oh, it is versus. Okay.
Yeah, but I think like you should like describe your maneuver, and I'm saying, like I think like the snake like at first like it goes for the attack, but when it realizes like that you're up for something, it like stops and looks around.
Right.
And that is the defense. So what's your trick that you're trying to pull?
Saxon got its attention with the leap. So
Yeah.
that gives Kinsey the chance to I hold Liam back, and I'm actually gonna pull Liam around and sort of get around the side of the snake, and kind of I tell Liam to prepare for the attack because I'm gonna draw its attention over here. So I pull Liam to the side, and I say, hey, and I'm waving my staff around, trying to get it, at least so it's confused with the, two different sides going on.
Okay. Are we surrounding it then?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm using, let's see.
Nature?
Oh, maneuvers, lore or nature? Okay, yeah, nature, I guess. 5.
What is the benefit for using nature, or the drawback?
In this case, nothing. You're just testing your nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is in this case, like you are waving it, but then you're also like running away as it's coming for you potentially.
Yeah. We're defending, kind of at the same time. So I'm just rolling 5. I have.
Oh, are we helping him doing that, or
Yeah, you
isn't
can.
there-
Yeah, you can say what skill you use to help, and then totally declare that you're helping.
I'd just use fight to set myself up for an advantageous position.
Exactly, using fight
I
and
think-
running to the other side, circling it.
Yeah, I think in this case you need to use nature because only nature can help nature. But that is like in these two cases totally works because like Saxon like Liam you can. Oh no, like Saxon is like you could possibly like use your mouse nature of hiding like to get a good position where it doesn't see you.
Yeah.
And Liam like running around it.
So actually, yeah, that's right. If I'm using nature, then it's kind of like what would a mouse do, right? So I think what I yell, I like grab onto Liam, I'm like scatter and push him away, and we run all around.
Okay. So are we
so-
assisting them?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Cool. So Liam goes and
Yeah. Do you want to use any traits?
Please don't do anything negative.
I don't think they help me or hinder me at the moment, so that's fine. I'll just roll.
Okay.
2.
I have 1, 2,
Wow.
3 successes.
No, 4. He has 4 successes.
I have 4, and then I rolled a 6, but I don't want to spend the point for it. So margin of success is 1.
Yeah.
Which means we can
Impede.
use our maneuver to impede them. So -1 die to the next action for them.
Yeah, it's totally confused. Like it's looking around, like trying to keep track of all of you, and it's totally missing to see like the next of you is attacking.
Yep. All right, Saxon, here's your chance.
Go for it, Saxon.
Okay, so
So how are you attacking?
I try to jump onto its back, onto it, and thrust my sword down its neck.
Wow. Well, your goal is to drive it off, though.
Oh
right?
that's right.
So you could just like stand before it and like whack at its head, like suddenly like coming out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, we tried to drive it off. I jump and cut for its head or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I also have an attack, so it will totally go to try to bite you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, because
and it can swallow you whole easily.
Can I use my short trait to an advantage here to make myself harder to hit, by dodging or something like that?
Sure.
But how does that work? Because I'm not defending.
You get an additional die.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the defend action doesn't come into play here because it's our third action and not our second.
Right.
Okay.
But if he does some damage, then by defending next turn, we can maybe get some health back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some disposition back, right?
Okay.
We kind of regroup.
Okay. So I'm going to do that, but I don't think that I'll use my short then. Not
Yes.
now.
Any of you helping with driving the thing away?
Please do. Rocks or something like that.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, of course. Still distracting it. So perhaps when the snake turns its head towards me, Saxon will have an easier target. Something like that.
It's also impeded, so it gets -1 for attacking me.
Yeah.
Thanks to the roll.
Me and Saxon have fought animals before, so I'm going to get while he's in front of it, and I see he's about to jump on it, and I also jump on it, but kind of get up on its back at the same time to distract it.
Like whack it where its ear would be if it would have ears, like with your stuff, like.
Well, I was just thinking like its
Maybe.
body.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Oh, maybe I'll just whack it with my staff,
Yeah.
real quick. Just kind of.
So you are helping with fighter?
Yeah.
There.
What about you, Liam?
With fighter as well.
Okay. What do
This
you
with
do?
yeah, but with distracting it in that sense, I don't think would be like it tries to go to bite Saxon. So and he's like trying to whack it away. So how are you helping that?
Okay, by yeah, I'm helping it by attacking it as well, from the side, so it can't concentrate fully on Saxon, his attack.
So you're doing a pincer maneuver, like the three of you, like coming from three sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I get +2, and it gets
Yeah.
-1.
Yeah. So on a like in the comic panel, like there would be a close up of Saxon like whacking at it, and then like probably like the view like
an
like
overhead.
3 panels, like one big, like showing it from above, and how the two of you are coming from the sides, and then like little close ups of your face, like. Rah!
Yeah.
Okay, I roll now.
I roll like crap. I
I
have 2 successes.
I have 5.
Yeah.
I-
This is where you should probably spend your fate point to do more damage to it.
Why? Because I only get an additional die.
Yeah, but you could do 1 more point of damage to it if you want to.
Okay, but don't I
You're
only have 1
successful.
fate point for the session?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tim wants to express that it has 1 more HP left.
No. Now it's at 8, and you're doing 1, 2. How much success do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So I would go down to 3.
Okay. Should I do that, guys?
I mean, we're gonna have to attack it once more anyway. So.
I don't think that's necessary right now.
I don't think it's very good, because if I'd rolled like 4 6s, 3 or 4 6s, I would have totally have done it, but not
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just having 1 is not gonna make the difference in our next
So-
roll, probably.
So it makes 1 success against us, and we give 5 successes.
No, I have
against them?
2. I have 2 successes.
Oh,
So you go down to 6, and I go down to 3.
okay.
Okay.
6. Okay, we have 6 health now. And then we pull back and defend, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, and I have a maneuver, and like what the snake does with its bite, it's like try to get one of you, but like not to even, but like to like get a bite into you, and then to push you, like to pin you to the ground.
Okay, so I was on defending.
Yeah.
So I'm jumping right next to Saxon and pushing him out of the way. Get out of the way, Saxon! really pushing him really far away.
Yeah.
And
Rolling nature.
okay, so I have to roll the 4 dice I have in nature. Yes, is that correct?
Yeah, or you could roll law mouse if you want.
So can I use the 1 die from my sword, because it says to any action?
Yeah,
Oh.
but
I actually forgot adding that die.
And the next thing is, I'm a defender.
Yeah.
So I could
like you
say,
can totally use your defender trait to help them.
yeah.
That's
And
like archetypical.
it's a little bit overreacting because I'm pushing him really hard. So can I use defender positive and determined negative?
Sure.
Okay, so I would say I get -1 again.
Yeah.
But we have another check on this one. Okay. So, anyone helping me trying to defend this?
Yeah, I'll just stand trying to keep it off with my sword.
Okay.
Okay. You're using nature, right?
Me?
No. Well, Liam. I mean,
I
everybody.
can I only
because-
assist him with nature then?
Yeah, in this case, like only nature can help nature.
Oh. Oh. So yeah, hmm. And it's used for escaping, climbing, hiding, and
Yeah,
foraging.
you're trying to get away from its bite.
Yeah, okay, so we're trying to escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll help. So the comic panel, right? Is you push Sax out of the way, and you're like, get out of the way, and then Kinsey runs up to you and pushes you back towards the cart. Get out of the way! This snake is reaching down and biting, man. Don't be a hero.
Don't be
And
here.
then all
Okay.
three of you try to regroup behind
Stop
behind the
pushing me!
grain cart for the next volley.
Stop pushing me! Idiot.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
This is much better.
This is much worse.
Wait, now I get another die. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are
Yeah.
using what? You're using defend, right?
Yes,
Maneuver defend is a versus test. Okay, good.
I have
So-
3 successes.
I have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So I get one more success.
So we reduce our
So
health
I
by
can I can impede on you.
what? Oh, it's maneuvering.
Yeah, it's maneuvering.
Okay.
So it's impeding on you, and you like Saxon is not like totally pinned to the ground, but yeah, like the snake tries to bite down on you. You are like all pulling each other away, and then it comes down like it hits the ground, and Liam and Kenzie are like on the left side of it and like dive behind the grain cart, but Saxon is like on the other side and like laying on his stomach.
Did you subtract one die from the snake because it is impeded as well?
No, it was impeded for the attack action.
Okay,
No.
so it only counts for one action.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you are impeded for
Okay.
your next action.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
Okay.
okay. I can live with that.
So you can. I will probably. Okay, like I know how I will script. And like for this thing now, it will try like to use its coil like to whack you with its tail. For the next few things, but I need to check on something really quick. But you can like script your next 3 actions,
Okay.
and I won't even hear it, so I will be surprised.
Excellent.
Just
Fair
a
enough.
second.
Okay.
Okay.
Saxon already hit it really hard. We should finish this.
As you're saying that, I'm lying more or less beneath the snake as it is going in for a final kill.
No,
What are you waiting for? Stand up!
No, Liam, we gotta go. I don't think you realize how dangerous this is. Like, this snake is gonna eat us. It's gonna eat Saxon right now. Go protect him.
Help me, you fools!
I'm helping you! Okay.
While I'm gutting it. I'm like lying down with it over me, and I'm just trying to rise up and and stab at it. I think I most want to just attack it outright.
The earlier we attack it, the possibility is we don't get to action number 2 and 3. So perhaps it would be the best to do the attack action first.
Why don't we get to the 2 and 3?
Because it dies before action 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Or we
Because
die.
it only has 3 hit points left.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If I got that correctly.
Although we could also just defend against it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Right now we're down 2, which means that
We
at
are
the
at
end of
6.
it, we're gonna have some downside, some consequences. But if we defend first, then we have a chance to recover some of those.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would very much like to defend against this with my fight.
Yeah,
I
and
have
I think it
6
makes
in
sense
fight.
in the fiction as well, because you're kind of knocked
Yeah.
down and it's just ripe for an attack, right? So I think Kinsey.
Defend and then attack.
Kinsey will definitely defend probably first, and then either of you guys can attack.
Okay,
Maybe
Saxon, you go second.
Oh,
Maybe
we could. Yeah, it will probably go for the attack now that we're impeded. So,
Yeah.
So okay. So defend.
That's fine. So I'll defend.
You could also feint afterwards.
It's up to you if you want to feint or attack.
Yeah, I'd like to feint because I think that it will attack and then defend. That's just how I think. Or maybe maneuver.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that doesn't really matter if it maneuvers because then they are independent actions, and then it's just like an attack if it maneuvers. It has to attack 2 times in a row, otherwise. So, do we do that, or does anyone have a better idea?
Okay, let's do that. So, defend,
feint, and attack, or defend again.
Well,
defend,
whatever.
Feint, defend.
You can take the last action if it survives, Liam.
Okay.
And it's going to be attack.
Okay, so we do defend, attack.
Yeah.
Defend with feint attack, right?
No, defend, feint, and then attack.
Right.
Okay.
We're pretty aggressive. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds while we wait for Tim.
Okay.
It's no problem. I'm going to kill the snake.
What's that?
I'm going to kill the snake was the last action. That's no problem. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know the comics, but I already read that there's something. What's the black axe? Do you know that, Aaron?
Yeah, it's kind of a legendary mouse who wields it.
I read that Liam is going to be the black axe after the original one dies during the Weasel Wars, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, what? I thought that already happened.
Did that already happen?
Yeah, that happened in the comics.
If it already happened, why don't I have the axe?
No,
it hadn't happened here
yet. It will happen after the winter, in theory.
Right. It's not in the Weasel Wars, right? The Weasel Wars happened in the past.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So the Weasel Wars happened, and the Black Axe kind of
disappeared.
Kind of retired. Yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah.
But then in the comics right now that we've it doesn't cover the Weasel Wars, but already in the comics he was found, and so at some future point he's gonna, I guess Liam takes over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you already filled him in?
Nope.
That we
okay. Yeah. So we won't tell you the whole thing, but we will defend first. I'll take the defense.
Okay. I actually have an attack, and it will try to it wiggles his it's whole body around trying to push you away in all directions to make you scatter.
Okay.
Flailing around.
All right. So Kenzie from behind the cart is actually gonna flip the cart back onto its wheels and push it over on top of Saxon to protect him.
Okay, but the snake is between you and Saxon.
Okay. Then I push the cart into the snake to get him off of Saxon.
Yeah.
Okay. While I leap back
and then
do what I can to get out of its reach.
Yeah, and me and Liam are behind the cart, so we're kind of protected and just trying to run him over, basically. Not really.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
If we win, get more successes on our defense than it gets on its attack, do we get more disposition?
You get disposition back, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, but you are on -1 die, right?
Yes.
From my last maneuver?
Do the sword thing. Do the sword. Well, you're not using your sword now.
He doesn't even have a sword. He doesn't even have a sword.
I have a staff, which is... Oh, it's good for fainting. Well, never mind.
I would say that I help you push the cart. So
Okay.
I can aid you with that.
Sure.
Can the sword bonus only be used once per conflict?
That's a good question.
Because it says for one action, not one
no,
action
no.
type.
For one action type.
I think how it works is you pick
You pick at
what
the
you're
beginning.
good at, right? You pick what you're good at with your sword.
Yeah.
Which could be things, but.
You can change that for every conflict, but like it's like what fighting style like you're using for that conflict basically.
Not every turn.
No, you can't reconfigure it, right? Like when you have a defensive sword, you have a defensive sword for your conflict.
Okay, so I have a defensive sword for the rest of my conflict now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a feint for the rest of the conflict then.
Okay.
I didn't use it the last turn, so.
Right.
Do you want to use any traits before I roll?
Oh, let's see. So I'm rolling 5. I'm gonna earn a check here. So I'm gonna give myself a -1 using tall.
Tall.
Because I'm pushing the cart and trying to keep it between us and the snake, but my head actually pokes out above.
That's really cute.
Okay, so I have an extra check.
Oh
so,
wow, this is amazing. 2, 3.
Shit.
I only rolled to 1 success.
Okay, so you lose 3.
Ouch.
Do you only have nature 3?
Okay, we're at 3.
I have nature 5, but we're at -1, and then -1 from my.
Okay, the -1 from the impeded
and
one.
then +1 from help from your help. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, what are my options here? I can with your nature, 7% add your.
Yeah, not really. There's nothing you can do right now.
I can't do because I'm testing nature directly. So.
Yeah,
Most I could do is.
You need to spend a persona point before you roll.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so much for that.
Okay, so it's both side on 3 right now, and you are. I guess like the snake actually like pushes it over you like, and then hits the cart and it slides like through like over the ground, and like into a bunch of leaves. But you're still under it, so you are like there's a panel of you like rolling around in it.
Oh no.
And Saxon also gets hit and like at least a bit crushed under it.
Ow.
Oh no. Maybe he's bitten. In fact.
Yeah, no, I'm like using the bar. Oh no, wait, I'm using the coils, right? So I get +1 success to successful attack. So you lose 1 more. So you had 2.
Okay, so we're down at 2.
We're at 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, then go for the feint attack.
Oh,
do you want to track it with the counter, Saxon, Casper, so people in the stream can better keep track of it?
Okay, we have 2 left.
Yeah. I also have feint, by the way.
Oh shit.
Which just means we're both attacking each other like normally.
Okay, I get plus. Okay, so I dart for it, and how do you feint a snake?
Okay, I tell you what the snake does. The snake like again goes probably for Saxon to bite him, but that is just a feint, and it actually tries to like bring its tail end on you, like to club you with it, but that is coming from behind.
Okay. Ow. Okay, so what do? I I make a swipe at its head, but as I cut, I make a roll towards its belly, so I can stab it so I can cut it open instead.
Nice.
Okay.
Please help me, everyone.
But you don't see the tail coming.
No, I don't. He's feinting me, and I'm not attacking. We should have attacked. Oh well.
I told you so. I told you so.
Yeah. Can people please do something nice to me now? I think I'll use my fearless bonus for this roll, so that it's spent. Or maybe my short is actually better, because I'm really small, so it's easier for me to get in under it.
So we had a feint.
Yes. I have 8 dice now. If people help me, I can get more.
So we have to assist with fighting. Is that correct?
Yes.
With fighter. Okay. So Liam is going to throw things that are on the cart at the snake.
Nice.
Throw a grain at him.
Yeah, if I hit it in the eye, it could work.
That's really cool.
That's one. What about you, Kenzie?
I'll shout out because I have actually instructor. That's what I want to use. I shout, watch your back, stay aware, and you got to watch the whole body of the animal.
Okay.
So I'm yelling to you from the, I'm on my back, dizzy from the cart. I say, look behind you.
The tail.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess I have 10 dice now.
Okay. Oh no.
Crap. Okay, should I?
Roll more than 2.
Well, I do. I have 4.
Roll more than 4. Oh.
I have
5. I think you have 5.
Yeah, I have 5 here. For some reason, this one is invisible, but it's a 2, so that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
And he got 4. So feint versus feint, you just do the difference is disposition.
So we win by what? 3?
No, you don't win. It's feint with attack is feint against. Oh, it's a versus test. You're right.
No, it's feint versus feint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a versus test.
So
whoever gets better
I
gets
have
to do.
4 successes. How many do you have?
5.
5. So I lose 1.
They lose 1 disposition, right?
So it's 2-2.
Wait a second. Is this when I could roll, use my fate point to explode but there's only 1 6 and we can't even take it down by it. So
I don't know. I think you have to have at least 2 6s for it to be.
I mean, I made 3 additional successes with 1 6 in my last game, but
yeah, and that's
really,
yeah,
if
it's
you
1
happen
to
to roll a 6,
216.
you get another one.
yeah. If you roll a 6, it explodes also.
Oh, that's why you're trying to push us to do it. But no, not this time.
Okay.
So we win by 1?
Yeah.
Oh, so if both feint, it's the winner deals their amount of additional successes. Yeah. But if both attack, everyone gets all their successes.
Right.
Shit.
that makes like attack really dangerous about doing it. That is like mutual destruction.
Yeah, that can escalate quickly.
That can escalate really quickly.
The
okay, so
last each other out.
So last action is defend.
No,
no.
Actually not.
It's not?
You just want me not to be hero, because I'm going to attack.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was attack. It was defend.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I'm also attacking.
No.
We just talked about it.
We're in trouble here. The young mouse is going for it.
I'm going to finish it! And I'm going to jump onto the cart, use it as a stepstone, and jump through the air, having my sword high above my head, and I'm going to try to hit it.
Do
But-
that.
in the eye, where your grain thing is still like in it.
Exactly, but I only have fighter 3, so the chances are very low.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we're assisting.
just
so.
just for the action before, I think like what happens is like the snake like goes for the fake bite, and but Saxon goes like for a moment also goes like directly at it, like swipes it against its belly, like at least for a little scratch, and then like Kenzie like warns him. Liam like throws the grain thing in its eye, and then like Saxon does like a backflip, like jumps backwards, like and got like dodging the club tail, like by just a fur bit, like
Yeah.
getting nearly hit. But
Kenzie,
you're, like,
Saxon, help me!
Here.
Finish it now!
finish it now.
Okay, I leap onto it.
Yeah, and now it just comes at like the three of you, like trying to.
All right.
Like it has enough. Just wants to swallow you.
Oh no. Well, I'm just gonna run at it as well with my staff.
Oh no, I have chords. I need a different description. What does it do? Like yeah, you're all on the other side and just tries to just like goes for a really long swipe, like its whole body like going at you, like
Nice.
Okay.
pushing
Yeah.
everyone away.
Send us
So-
flying.
I have the trait determined, so I think I'm pretty determined to finish it right now. So I can use 1 bonus dice. Is that correct, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
And then- You also might want to consider. You can use Persona ahead of time to roll, to tap nature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can either add all your nature, like your value in nature, to your roll, or you can spend Persona to add 1 die to your roll.
okay. So
But,
if I spend 1 persona now, I can add up to 4 dice to my roll.
Yeah, your
Okay.
nature will get taxed by 1.
Okay, so I have nature 3 afterwards.
Yeah, then it's nature 3 or 4.
Okay.
And if you're failing really hard, like your nature could go down even more. But because this is an independent test, this is not something that is like likely to happen. So you're pretty safe doing that.
Okay.
Because if your nature gets taxed down to 0, it goes down by a whole margin. You get a bit crazy. Like you get a new trait. Like one of your
Okay.
traits gets changed to
I
another.
think to do that now. Spend a persona point and add 2 nature dice to my roll. That's correct, yes?
No,
I
all
can
of
do
them.
that. All of
All
them.
of them.
Okay. So because my goal is show Kenzie and Saxon that I am a valuable member, and
Yeah.
I'm going to kill it now. Or drive it away. Okay,
and
so
for your
let's
goat
roll
helping,
this.
you have your 3 plus 4 for your nature, that's 7, plus 2 more, that's 9.
I have
you have
10.
and 10 for your sword.
No, not for my sword, for my trait, I think.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have it.
that's so good. You have 5?
Oh, but he got 2.
I have 5.
Yeah.
Do we all die now?
No.
No,
Because-
it accomplishes its goal, which is protecting its nest.
Yeah, like I think
It's-
like you both get your full goal. Actually, like both sides get their full goal.
Right.
Like you, I think the most likely thing is that you, like you hit it really, yeah, or like basically like the snake gets, like hits you, you hit the snake, like really cool, like probably like taking out one of its eyes.
Ooh.
Maybe.
So
Neil?
I think our goal is not to kill it, but to drive it away.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it wants to protect its nest.
Yeah.
So perhaps we just think that it's so powerful that it's a bad idea to pursue it.
But I
So
think
everybody has gained its goal.
Well, how are you attacking it?
Also, I'm jumping on it with my sword. Perhaps I hit it in the eye or something. No lethal strike or something, but just driving it away with that, as Saxon has planned.
Cool. And the snake is gonna send us flying or running away or something.
Just a second. Yeah, if both sides are reduced to 0 disposition in the same action, the conflict is a tie. Both sides accomplish their goal. This is a very dangerous outcome. So I think what it does is it basically also drives you away, but you're also all injured. I think because it hits you still with its whole.
It swipes us with its full body, and we go flying off into the into the woods.
And you will take a while to to reorganize yourself, and you're all hurting, and you're all probably really afraid to go at the thing again.
Mm.
Well,
but it also we see the snake also leaving the area. So it will probably all its children will grow up, but there will be no mummy snake. I don't know if snakes are providing for their children in any way.
I don't think they are.
They're not sending them to college.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you all... Is that okay with you?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. The question is, can we still go back to the cart and find information from there? Or we've been chased off?
I think you can. But for one thing, or let's do it you are all I think you all get the injured condition,
right?
Okay.
Which as long as you have it, you
-1 to skills, nature, will, and health, but not recovery.
Yeah, you get -1 basically to everything.
Damn it.
Okay.
And then we go to the player's turn actually, and you must look for that stuff on your own time.
Oh, nice. Okay. So on the player's turn, we take turns doing skill checks, right?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, you can basically use a check to make a test, and you can't go twice in a row. And if you one of you has way more checks than the others, you have to give either you let them rot because you can't go twice, or you give them to someone else and then you go again. Okay. And you can.
Everybody has one for free, right? For the first.
Everyone has one for free, and then however many you got from hurting yourself with your traits.
Right. Okay, I'm not sure. What is it exactly that's happening now? Now we can do stuff to...
Yeah, now, you probably, you took a while, all of you finding each other again. It gets dark. I'd say it gets dark, it gets dark. Gets night.
Okay.
And, you are, where you are is safe for now.
Yeah.
But you haven't fulfilled your mission yet, and you're all or how are you all injured? What is your injury that you have? Every one of you.
How bad is the injury?
Pretty bad. Can be pretty bad.
Okay. In that case, I guess that I have a broken arm.
I think Kinsey landed on his staff, and so his back is all kinked out and bruised. He can't really walk upright anymore. He goes on all fours.
Oh, poor guy.
Okay, I think Lee landed on his head, so he's pretty dizzy and
has a concussion.
Yeah.
Okay, but since it is the player's turn, you can try to recover from your injury.
Okay, so how many checks? How many checks do you guys have?
I have 2.
I have 3, including the free one.
Yeah, that's with me as well.
You have 2. I have 2 as well. So we'll go around twice, and then Liam gets an extra 1 after that. Okay. Does anybody have healer? Oh, I would probably know this already.
I don't.
Nope. Okay. Well, let me take the first one then, and I'll try to heal people up.
Yeah. If you like fail to recover from your injury, it stays. Or it gets worse. I need to check it again, but we will get to that when we are there.
What does it mean that it's OB4 health?
It's a health test with a difficulty of 4. You need 4 successes on health to recover.
Obstacle is the.
Yeah.
Seriously?
And you can't get help for that. But you potentially could go and look to make something that would help Kenzie with healing you.
Right. So I'm not like if you try to recover your own injury, you test against your health. But I'm actually using the skill healer to
that's
help you out there.
That's op free.
Okay.
But if you fail, they still lose their injury, but one of their skills gets permanently reduced by 1.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well.
So it's never healed completely.
So what are you doing now?
So, okay. I need Saxon back in action. So I'm going to set that broken arm for you, is my plan.
Ow.
So come here.
Do you have healer?
I do have healer. I only have rating 2, but...
yeah, but the others can help you with that test. The others can help you with that test. Actually.
Yeah. Okay. Get over here, Liam. I need you to hold Saxon still.
Okay.
So you're kind of like
I
making a shin for my arm?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna set it and then splint it. So go ahead and I'm gonna lay you down on your side, Saxon, with your broken arm up, so I can grab it and
yank it.
Yeah, we're gonna yank it.
It's just broken. It's not fractured. It's broken. It's not like it's sticking out my arm.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna pull it back and set it back into place.
Perhaps you want to bite on this grain so you don't scream.
Nom 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 nom. Okay, I take the grain and put it in my mouth. Okay.
Okay, Liam, are you helping with anything?
I'm sitting really, really still, being very mousely.
So it is enough. Is it enough to just hold Saxon, or do I have to use a skill to help?
You need to have a magic skill.
Okay.
Like you need to do something more.
I have the skill Harvester. I don't know if that uses, but could I find like some sort of plants or herbs that take a little bit of the how do you call it? I'm missing the English word. Help me out, guys. The pain from Saxon to help Kenzie with my healing check. With his healing checks.
Sure.
Okay.
Or you could also like find a bit to make a cast for him, like to rub some leaves around him.
Okay.
Some grass.
So I'm going to help you with Harvester.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
It's a bit of a stretch, but I'm okay with that for one shot.
Can I assist with health or something like that, or will?
No, skills and wisers help. Skills.
And what?
Wisers.
Yeah, what are the wises?
You should have 1 or 2. Like you have weasel wise.
I have
they're
weasel
kind of
wise and dark heather wise. What is dark heather?
The dark heather is the underground realm of the weasels.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like where you go to dungeon crawl.
Yeah. Just things you know about can help you.
I guess I can't
you
help
can also test it to
survivalist.
make up facts about that stuff.
I guess I can't use my survivalist to help either.
Okay. Patrol leader wise, what kind of thing is that used for?
That's basically you knowing about a lot about patrol leaders and about the duties they have to fulfill.
Okay. I don't think that really applies here. So
I'm going to
And
reward myself.
you could use a persona point.
I'm gonna use my calm trait
Okay.
because I'm not, even though I'm injured and everybody's injured and we're kind of in trouble, I'm just gonna take my time and do what's necessary here. First
Okay.
things first.
Cool.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so
Op 3.
two from skill. Maybe I should use the persona point. I'll use it.
And then we'll hope that you only roll 6s, and then you'll use a fate point.
Yeah, remember that you yourself lose 1 die from being injured yourself.
Shit.
Oh, right, okay. So 4 dice total. Oh, whoops. That exploded a die because I left it on.
Yeah, but you have 3 anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was 654.
Yeah.
So that works.
So Saxon, you're no longer injured. You are expertly healed.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm
Like
no longer...
your arm is probably still bad, but for story purposes, it's okay now.
Okay.
Like there won't be a pen of you like my arm. In that
Yeah.
sense.
I have a shin. I can actually use my arm. I can actually use my arm now.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you.
But the good news is, Saxon,
that's much better.
you're still better than me with the sword, even with 1 arm.
Okay.
I honestly
Now
don't know how to reply to that.
now. Yeah. So Saxon, what's our next step here? We still need to find this grain peddler, and
I think we need to go
I
back
think-
and investigate the cart.
okay, we need to assume that he wasn't eaten by that snake,
Yeah.
and we also need to not get eaten by that snake. So
I have an idea. Please let me make a... Please ask me. I have really a good idea. Okay.
just spit it out.
Perhaps I could sneak back to the cart, search for some clues or something, and then come back, and then we don't make so much noise, and it could be way more.
I
safe.
don't think we should split the group. Not with a snake around.
Yeah, but if we need to go back to the cart, maybe we can all sneak up, and we'll wait. We'll be right nearby, and we'll
don't like
send
this.
one person out.
I don't like this.
Okay. Well, you said
But if
yourself
you-
we have to go back.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Okay, we'll
Okay.
keep in the back, and if there's anything, you yell, okay?
Okay. Let's see. I know that Saxon is not sneaky at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
But I think like you also need to spend a check to get back there without getting in any trouble.
I can do that,
Oh.
because
Oh,
I'm a really
okay.
good pathfinder.
Okay.
So I can retrace our steps and get back.
Cool. Do it.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
Do it
People
now.
help me?
It's an op 1 Pathfinder test, but I will add another difficulty to it because it's nighttime.
That's
and it's
okay.
dark.
Can someone help me?
I'm pathwise, so I will. I'll help you lead the way there.
I have a little bit
You
of
have to get by
Pathfinder
yourself.
skills, so I can aid you as well.
Okay, fair enough. Then I have 7 dice. And I'm going to roll right about now, unless there's something I should know.
Go for it.
There isn't?
Oh, do you want to? Can you earn more checks with traits? In the
No,
player's
that would like defend the whole purpose of doing it while you're in
Yeah.
danger.
So 4 successes.
Okay, you totally find the way back. Don't get hungry or anything on the way.
Nice.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Now
So we're gonna stay.
do it really quietly, okay?
Yeah. We're gonna stay on the edge and just peek our little noses out. And keep an eye out for that snake. So go ahead, Liam.
Okay, I'll be really fast. Run to the cart, search for everything, and come back. Wait here.
Go. Especially look for tracks, right?
I draw
We need to know
I draw
where
my
this guy
sword.
went.
I draw my sword.
You totally draw your sword.
Okay, so I'm going to run over to the cart, search for tracks, search for clues, search for anything regarding the grain master, or the grain trader, and run back. And hopefully I use scout.
I think you use Scout, yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, I'd say it's difficulty 4,
Oh, shit.
but with also in that case with an added difficulty because of all the there's grain, like little parts of grain lying all around you, because of all the stuff that happened in the fight.
Okay, that's so difficult. I had five dice. Now I have 3 dice because I'm injured as well.
Yeah.
Can you guys help me?
Do
Not
you
if I
want
stand
do you want their help, or do you want to prove them so that you are helpful in that mission?
How
I
many?
already showed that I am helpful by killing the snake. Pretty proud of myself. I think so. If you can help me, perhaps be on lookout or something like that.
Did you Wait, how many dice do you have? You
3 at the moment. I had 5.
Why
do
who's
you
one for being
reduce by
injured?
2?
What's the other one for?
What? Once again, please.
Sorry, injured is only -1 die. Where's the other -1?
Tim said another -1 because of the chaos.
No, I
need to go
increased
because
difficulty by 1.
I need to
Okay,
go for
okay.
1 minute.
So
I'll be back.
that's
Just 1
4
minute.
dice. And I'm still pretty determined to prove my value to the group.
Hmm?
So I'm going to pick that as positive.
Then you said as positive before when attacking the snake.
So I can only use it once
You
positive.
can only use it once because it's a level 1 trait.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have 4 dice at the moment.
So I will help out. I am. Well, I'm also scout. I'm also escort-wise, I guess. I would know like
Stuff about cards.
carts and what he would be looking out for. What the grain merchant.
Yeah, sure.
So, why did he come over to this side? Off the path like this.
Yeah.
So yeah. +1.
Okay. Let's hope for a lucky roll. No. That's 1.
Okay, so you look around for the map, and in Mouse Guard, when you fail a test, you either get a twist, so something happens that either changes like your objective or detracts you from your objective, or you succeed but you get a condition. And
You can be really tired.
Yeah. And in this, like you're looking around and you've been up all that time, so you get really tired.
Okay.
You get really tired, and Kenzie helping you actually like with all that grain lying there, like you actually get you start to get hungry.
So tired or hungry?
You get hungry, and Kenzie you get tired, and Kenzie gets hungry.
Oh, nice.
Saxon doesn't get anything because he wasn't involved in the roll.
Yes.
Okay. but that means I find something.
Yeah, you look around and you find in at the side of the wagon, like there's a little pouch. That was a figware, and then you pull out a piece of paper and you fold it out, and in the bit of starlight that is still there, you see that this is a map of Lockhaven, of the home castle of the guard, with actually with strategic weak points, like entrance points, and even something that like maybe Kenzie knew about, but also like he heard rumors about, but there's a secret passageway into Lockhaven, and that is also on that map.
Kenzie Saxon? Look what I have found. This is really strange. It's a map, and it's a map.
Give it here.
But no. Why is there a secret passageway? Why should a grain trader have something like that?
All right. Give me the map. Hand it over, and Kenzie will take it, look at it, and fold it up and kind of tuck it into his belt.
Kenzie?
And all right. Don't tell anyone about the secret passage. All right, and don't say that this grain trader had this map. All right, we're going to head back to Lockhaven and report back to Gwendolyn. Right, is that her name?
Yeah. She's the matriarch of the guard. Like, she's your commander.
So what are you saying? What are you saying, Kenzie? Do you think the grain trader was some kind of traitor or something?
Looks like a spy to me. We should find him.
Well, it's possible, but it's not for us to decide. So we'll just do what we've been asked to do, and bring back all the evidence we can find. Now, if he's still out there, we do need to find him and find out what happened to him. So that's our job now.
To find him or to head back?
Well,
don't worry about the politics in the meantime.
Well, if you, Kenzie, say that's the right thing to do, I think that's the right thing to do. I trust you on that one.
Good job, Liam. You found it, and you chased the snake away. Now,
so perhaps we could go back home now.
Does the map show? Oh, it's just Lockhaven, right? So we still don't know where he was going.
No, he was going to Barkstone. Like that was where he was headed. It's also
he was headed
like from where you are. It's probably the only town on his route where he wasn't yet. Where he wasn't yet. But he could have gone somewhere else potentially. Like stay away from his route.
I think Barkstone is our next stop then, and we'll see if he showed up there or not.
How far is that?
That's a good question.
It's like 1.5, 2 days of travel.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so it's middle in the night. Perhaps we really should find a safe spot to sleep and keep on traveling first thing in the morning.
Sounds like a good idea.
Alright, so we've each done one check so far, right?
Yeah, we still have some checks.
So I'd like to.
I have two. No, one.
Yeah, Saxon, you haven't done it yet, right?
What?
No,
you haven't done
something. He let us. He found the path.
I still have one check, but I don't know what I can use it for.
Okay. Well, I'd like to use mine to heal up my injured as we take a nap here.
If you, Saxon, if you have no idea, like you're a survivalist, right?
Yes.
You
I could.
you could, for example, look for shelter, like for a safe space to sleep.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay, good plan.
Because that would be in line with your goal of protecting everyone.
Yeah, that's actually right. So, okay, we need to spread out a little, and then we'll find some shelter, which is not visible from the sky. Okay, and preferably something that is not the nest of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you can
Far away
you
from
could,
the snake nest.
Yeah, you could test nature for hiding, or survivalist.
Nature for hiding.
Yeah.
In that case, I'd much rather use nature for hiding.
Okay.
Okay. And then the others can actually do the same to support me.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you both help me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
What's the
Spread out and
what's the difficulty?
around.
What's the difficulty?
For nature,
Yeah.
for hiding, that's a good question. Like the nature things are the only stuff I don't have on my lovely gem sheet. So give me a second for looking something up. But I'd say it's op 3.
What?
Yeah, like there's a snake nest nearby.
I'm tapping nature. I'm tapping nature. I'm tapping nature.
Yeah, you can
Does
you
that
can safely tap nature because you're acting within your nature. So there's no danger to it.
Okay,
You
so
can roll double your nature.
So I get 6. So I have 8 dice now. What does it cost me to tap nature now?
Persona, it costs a persona point.
Okay, fair enough. So my persona is down by 1, but I roll 8 dice now.
Yep.
And I did not get it.
Only 2 successes.
Only 2, but I could use fate to roll an additional die. So I think I'm going to do that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
And that worked.
That totally worked. Okay.
Okay.
So you find a safe space to stay for the night.
Yes. Does that
And
help
I
us?
think that will actually provide an advantage die then for to recover from the tired condition.
You're welcome.
For Liam.
But he's still hurt and injured, so.
Okay. So I'll go next. Getting rid of injured. I'm just gonna test health.
Top score.
It's a long shot. Can I use skills for that?
No.
Or get any?
I mean, you could heal yourself. You could use healer on yourself if you're describing like doing stuff with your back, like trying to get it right.
Oh, maybe we should take some grain with us.
Yeah. I'm also hungry. I could do hungry instead, right? Does that cost a
you need
check?
to recover from hungry before anyway.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't. You can't really heal probably before your
Makes sense.
Yeah. Unless
So
you're using healer. Yeah.
It just cost me a check, right? It doesn't. I don't have to test a skill.
I think there's an op, but I think it's like op 2. Should be on your character sheet.
No, it says it doesn't say an obstacle for hungry and thirsty.
Just give me a second.
I think that's because you just need to get something to eat.
No, not really.
It does?
You still need to test.
I just imagine eating something. It doesn't work.
No.
No,
Like,
it's
you
all
can,
about not choking.
yeah, the thing is, like, you can still eat stuff, but unless you spend a check and test, like, it's not enough. Hungry and thirsty. This is conditions. Hey, hungry and thirsty. It's
So
an up
really-
one test.
Okay. It kind of means like not having enough food, right? So you need survivalist or something to go get food.
Yeah. So yeah, you can test harvester. Yeah, harvester or cook, brewer, baker. Yeah.
Well, I have harvester. I could aid you with harvester if that's okay.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
Kenzie, if you're really hungry, I
Oh,
found
four
this.
nature. All
I
right.
found this berry. Perhaps you want some?
I'll also
yeah.
go out and find something, scrap some food together with survivalist.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to use nature because I don't have anything else. So I'm foraging.
This is good.
4, and then everybody's helping me out.
Yeah.
So,
That's
so I
good.
easily got enough.
Spend a
Right.
fate point.
Okay. Cool. But that took up my check, so I'm done.
Yeah. What about? Do you have more checks, Liam?
I still have 2. But I think the first thing I want to do is I'm really tired. So I would say, Saxon, Kenzie, perhaps one of you two can take the first watch. I would like to get some sleep if that's okay with you.
Okay, I'm going to take first watch.
Okay, so I think I have to roll health. And Tim, you said we get a bonus dice for the camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So using
Is there any way you can help me with sleeping?
with recovery you're on your own.
Okay. So let's have a look. I think I need 3.
Wait.
I think that's a really good roll.
That is. Holy shit!
Tired
You're
is
like
normally.
so energized.
You got all the successes.
Best dreams ever.
Best dreams ever.
Awesome.
The thing is, I have all this stuff on the condition cards, but they're over there in my Mouse Guard box, and I want to try to get them out there. Tired is up 2. No, wait,
So
op 3 has test. Op 3 has test.
So I got rid of the tired yes?
Yep.
How are you supposed to get rid of injuries if you have health less than 4?
Testing health, advancing your health, or finding a healer.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I have 1 additional check left. Does Kenzie, Saxon, do you have 1 check left?
I have spent both. I found shelter and I found the cart.
Yep.
So,
up to you.
Tim said it is possible to pass
Oh.
the test on. So in the next
Sorry.
morning I would say, Kenzie, I'm not tired anymore, but my head is still, I'm pretty dizzy. Is there anything you can do, perhaps?
Let me see. And yeah, I'll kind of grab onto your little mouse head and move it around and maybe drinking some tea would help. That's my
Tea is always
professional
a good
opinion.
idea.
So yeah, so I'll test healer. I have 2 there.
Yeah, it's up 3.
And
And you're still injured yourself, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you heal that, Kenzie, with your second action?
No, I got hungry,
Oh, okay.
so I had to do that first.
You had to unhungry yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I can give you some tea with Harvester.
Okay.
What can I do?
I have Duckwise.
Can I use Deceiver to trick himself into not believing he has an injury?
No.
It's all psychosomatic, man.
No.
That's what I do.
Escort-wise, path-wise, patrol leader-wise.
Do you have Persuader?
I do.
Saxon? Then you
No,
could
you
just tell me yes to man up.
Yeah.
I don't have
for
Persuader.
Saxon, for you, like Deceiver is also used for intimidating people and stuff like that. Is probably what your Deceiver does.
Okay.
I don't know if intimidation is going to help me.
I'm not sure that intimidation is outright deception, unless I'm not willing to go through with my threats, which I am because I have fight 6.
Well, I only got 2 dice.
Hmm.
And no more
That's the way
fate
it
points.
is.
And you need four successes, is that
I
correct?
do have a fate point, so if I roll
You
any
need
6s,
You need 3, I think.
yeah, 3 is the. Or no, for injured it's 4.
For
Yes.
the healer test,
Oh, the healer, I
4.
don't know what it is. Yeah,
I think it was 3 before.
3. Okay. Well, there's a
It was-
chance.
That is doable.
Do it. Do it
No.
now. That sucked.
No good.
Pretty much.
Okay, so Liam. It's Liam, right? Yeah. You're
Yep.
working on. You over the day your headaches get away. But you will find out later that when you start working for a long time, like especially on really like simple and boring stuff, it just takes a lot of strength. Actually, you will then start to get headaches really strong, and your laborer is permanently reduced by 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like you don't have any really heady skills.
So it really feels better, Kenzie. I think that helped a lot. A little walking in the fresh air and everything should be okay.
Yeah.
And I totally do not feel like you permanently disabled me or something.
That's right. As the patrol leader, I would never do that to you, Liam.
Okay, so was that was
Okay.
everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
we will do
We're out.
rewards now, and then we can talk about if we want to do a second mission.
That's a session.
Oh,
The sessions are really short in this game.
It depends. It depends on the mission.
well, did
Okay.
we finish the mission? Because we didn't find out what happened to the guy, did we?
Yeah. No, you didn't really.
Well, I protected you.
But it's the end of one session, and now once I find
Yeah.
the thing in the book.
Is the session usually just one GM turn and one player turn?
Yeah.
And then you can do another, but it helps if you do actually if you do rewards between that, so that everyone can replenish their resources basically. Otherwise, it gets really unfair.
Okay.
Well,
So
I think it would be. I mean, it's just. I feel like we didn't get a whole lot of chance to do goals. I mean, I got mine, but
yeah,
I got
you
mine.
guys-
like we will see. It's
You
like
do.
it's to see the procedure in play.
okay, fair enough.
So, if your character's action in the game reflects his belief, you earn 1 fate point. You may get this award once per session.
Okay.
Hmm.
I did that.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone read your instinct, your belief, and your goal again.
Okay.
Let's
Should
see.
I start?
Sure.
Okay. My belief is the best solution is always found at the point of my sword, which was pretty much why I attacked the snake instead of just avoiding it.
Yeah. I think you played that.
Okay, so that's a fate point.
That's a fate point.
Okay. Here it goes. Then my goal was I will protect Kenzie and Liam on this mission.
Did you feel like you accomplished that?
I found shelter. We fought off the snake, but we got injured, all of us. So I'm not sure.
I think you worked towards the goal, but you didn't completely accomplish it. Like you couldn't protect them like from all harm.
Mm.
Or what did the other say? It's like it's not only my decision.
Then say yes, because then I get a persona point. Actually,
agree.
I don't think I get it.
That is a very clever answer. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, but my instinct is always draw my sword at the first sign of trouble.
Will that get you into trouble?
Oh, does it have to get me into trouble?
Yeah, basically, like you need to do that and it needs to create an interesting moment.
Okay, fair enough. Then I don't get that one.
It brought us into a fight with the snake.
No, it didn't. The fight with the snake was because I attacked it.
What's your instinct?
Always draw my sword at the first sign of trouble.
Oh.
Well, you did draw your sword long before we went to the cot. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
But that didn't get him into trouble.
Yes.
Well, I feel like attacking that snake right off is Oh, it didn't get you into trouble. That was just we were already in trouble, I guess.
That was trouble.
Is that the point? Okay, gotcha.
So no,
Okay.
only one fate point for my belief.
Okay, and then we have 3 more. We will come to that. Liam.
Okay, my belief: the guard mouse never gives up, no matter the danger. Well, it was a pretty close conflict with the snake. But I didn't give up and did the last attack to finish the conflict.
And
could work.
You ran back to the cart, risking seeing the snake again, even.
Yeah.
So
I think that could work.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Your goal?
So let's have a look at my goal. I will show Kenzie and Saxon that I am a valuable member of the patrol.
Oh yeah. I guess you did get your goal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Should work. So that gives me a persona point.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can have more fate or persona points than you had at the start. So more than one.
Yeah.
Yes. I spent both of mine.
And my instinct is, if there's work to be done, always offer help. Well, we always helped each other, but I don't know if that's...
Yeah, you helped every time, I think. But it didn't...
It didn't have an impact
really got
on
you
the...
into trouble. Yeah.
Didn't have an impact on the story or got me in trouble or something. So I would pass on that one. Okay, Kenzie, you're next.
Cool. My belief, it's not what you fight, but what you fight for. I'm not sure how I could show that. I don't think I really did. So, my goal, I must find evidence that will determine if the Grain Peddler is a traitor or not. And I did do that. Instinct, always consult Saxon when trouble arises. I'm not sure how that would get me into trouble.
Oh, that is like you're getting attacked and you're like, Saxon, what should we do? Like everyone is attacking already.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
I'm
didn't
sorry
happen.
that
But
I did a preemptive strike there.
I didn't spend my fate anyway, so
yeah.
I'm still at 1-on-1 anyway. All right. Cool.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. There's Workhorse and MVP, most valuable player. Is for the one player who makes the crucial role, so that the patrol could complete the mission. The group as a whole decides who gets the persona point for being the MVP. Only one player per session can be MVP.
Liam. He
Yeah,
found
definitely.
the evidence.
Actually, it was Kenzie doing all the decisions, holding the group together. Done directing in the combat, and healing us up again.
I would have said Saxon for doing the big hit to the snake. And doing like the
that's true as well.
Okay.
That was a good roll. That was a good roll.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll.
Well, if I'm tiebreaker, I'm gonna go for Liam as well because not only did he find the evidence, but he did the last hit on the.
Yeah.
You see, the reason why I wouldn't advise on saying that I was the MVP, even though that I did make a really, really good roll on that snake, is that I actually got us into trouble for attacking it when we could have just avoided it.
Okay. And then there's Walkers, for the one person that carries the group through a lot of stuff, who has all the right skills and the characters makes the rolls to keep things moving. That also gets your persona point, can only be one player, and I would say for that to Kenzie actually for trying to heal everyone, for like being the first thing, like, okay, I need to help out Saxon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
that's right.
I think Saxon did that well as well, but sure. So if I already have a persona point, do I get two?
Get one. You still get this one.
Still
Yeah,
get
you
one.
can get more than one.
That's fine.
And then there is embodiment, which is always a bit weird on the first session, but that is if you roleplay in a believable and entertaining manner through the entire session, if you use an accent, describe all your action in vivid detail, or bring your belief, goal, and instinct into play in a cool way, you earn a persona point. It can be awarded to one or more player, but can't be awarded to everyone, and it doesn't have to be given out. But I would actually say for this one, for Liam, like especially for this, like throwing grain at the snake and at its eye, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
And I also really liked how you played it being new and like asking questions and
Yeah.
suggestions and stuff really well. So.
Okay.
Cool. So
this is like one whole circle. So we can talk about, we can play a second short mission.
Did we complete the mission?
No, you're still like basically your goal would still be now. It's on Kenzie to decide because it's a patrol leader, but it's probably between going back to Lockhaven and reporting what is going on and getting further information, or going to Barkstone to check out what's going on.
yeah.
That are probably the two things that are most.
Yeah. So I think we should go to Barkstone, and we still need to find this guy.
Perhaps it depends on
what happened.
How far our home is away. You know, if our home is only an hour away, and Barkstone is 2 days, so.
No, it's about Barkstone is a bit closer, but it's about a few 2 days, and Lockstone's probably 2.5 or something. Okay.
Yeah.
It's also always a bit complicated with with the map how far stuff is away. I don't have it in front of me, so I would just declare it like that in my powers of DMing.
Yes. So it's about even either way, right? So I say we press on to Barkstone.
Okay.
I agree.
So
Sounds good.
everyone, then you would now need to write a new goal for that mission.
Okay. Well, I already know my goal, which is to bring the Grain Peddler to justice. And hopefully he's not. I guess if we find out he's already dead, then that counts. But otherwise, I wanna bring him back to Lockhaven.
Sure.
Bring the peddler back to Lockhaven.
Yeah. And your mission goal can be related to the actual goal, but can also be something more personal, and all three of you should have the same goal.
We shouldn't?
No, you shouldn't.
No, okay. I actually think that if we're going to pursue the green peddler, my goal might actually stay the same. If
To
he's a spy, then
to protect everyone.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think my goal. Well, Kenzie told us not to think too much about that map and what's going on regarding the spy or traitor thing. So my goal would be to find out more about that during our travels.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really
Maybe
good.
find out more, or like.
Find out more, perhaps, if we find the grain merchant, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps he's going to
Okay.
talk. Perhaps you are going to talk. Who knows?
Cool. Maybe you could get your hands on that map again.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to make a really quick plan about what the mission, like what your obstacles in your way will be.
Okay.
And need to take a short bio break. So
Okay.
we will be back in a moment.
All right.
Bye.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye for me, you guys. Till then.
Sorry?
He's just leaving too.
Okay.
I mean, which leaves me to be the only one left. Nah.
All right. Got some trail mix, very Mouse Guard appropriate.
If anyone is watching, you can ask us questions. So do that. Or not.
Okay. Any of you got any short impressions of the game for now from the first go around?
I think it is a really, really good game procedurally. That you can. I actually like the conflict system much more than I expected, because the scripting part, I've heard about it from Burning Wheel. I never read that game either, but I was thinking that it might be very, very heavy, but it actually worked pretty well. And I really like that you could set yourself a disadvantage to get more checks later in the game. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. I felt this time in particular, it was the ending was kind of unsatisfying because we didn't really.
You didn't accomplish what you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and when I played before, like, you like we just went back and forth, player's turn, GM turn, until kind of it was a complete story, right? And that was the session. But it's fine if we. I guess the main difference is that when I think of session, I think like, the 4 hours that you're sitting down and playing, not like
sitting.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like you can definitely do that. But for one shot, like I wanted to show the reward system more in play, and like then you can try to improve on it.
Yeah, that's cool, and it's just like I don't have a problem with that. It's just calling it a session is the thing that changed my expectations, right? Like if you call it a round or something, then that's it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but I also personally like then like setting new goals for stuff and having like a complete chunk of stuff happening, and then like you need to reevaluate. And this is like especially mostly because of the conflict compromise that like effed you up basically.
It was. It's just what was I gonna say? Oh, I just associate a session with like a complete story, right? So it's like, oh, but the story's not finished. Why are we making new goals, right? But it actually makes sense.
I think chapter would be a good expression for that one. Like it's the first chapter.
The first act.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit confusing to use the word session, but yeah, but I really think that session was already a pretty abstract thing. Most games actually explains it, what a session is, by calling it what amounts to a sitting. So just because we're used to using session as a word for sitting doesn't mean that it's defined that way. But yeah, it's confusing because more or less every other game use the word session for the 3 to 4 hour period you sit down.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still enjoyable.
I think it was really fun.
Okay, so on the next morning you get ready to move, and is any of you like watching the weather, trying to figure out what will happen with it? Because in Mouse Guard you can test Weather Watcher, and it tests against the rating of the season, and like basically say what the next weather change will bring.
What season is it actually?
It's fall.
It's fall. So is that what rating is fall? 3?
5.
5.
Yeah.
Well,
it's 6, 4, 5, 7.
I do have Weather Watcher, but it's only rated 2, so I don't think I have very good odds. But I'll test it. Let's see what we get. Oh, new session. Okay, cool. Get that back. And I feel like I'm the leader. Man, obstacle 5. Can I even do that?
Then you can just say, okay, we'll pay that anyway, and get yourself some tracks.
Oh, sounds like a plan. So yeah, I'm rolling 2 dice. Does anybody want to help with Weather Watcher? Oh, I'm injured though, so it's actually one less.
I can't. Unless I can help with survivalist, but I don't think so.
So do you have?
So are you
You can-
giving me extra dice, or are you just subtracting one?
Well, I'm only rolling 1 in the first place if nobody helps me. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but you could also
we
give
can
me 2 extra dice and get 2 checks.
We can only have with Weather Watcher. Is that correct?
Yeah, basically.
Or
Okay.
yeah, unless
Sorry.
something you can think of something
Can't help you
else.
If you would have like 4 Ys, for example, would help. But
Right. Okay.
maybe scientists.
I'll give you. Oh, it's a pose, so I'll give you 2. You
Cool.
can earn 2 checks.
I can still totally fail my roll, and I don't. This is.
Oh, you'd fail. All right. Well, there we go. One success.
1 success. Okay,
It's totally
so you
heavy snow.
so you make your way, and you look at the clouds, like while you're like looking at the clouds, looking around, looking for for predators going for you, and it's actually much more cloudy than yesterday, and the clouds are moving actually really fast, and you're pretty sure there's a storm brewing. And as you get into the late afternoon, it actually really starts. There's raindrops, like at first a few, but then they're like just coming and coming for you. Like some of them, like this nearly the size of your head, like coming down at you.
On the map here, there's kind of a town halfway between, called Shaleborough. Are we anywhere near that where we could go get some shelter
No,
there?
not
or
really.
We're
No,
just
not really.
out in the woods. All right.
Yeah. Also, you need to make haste to find the Green Peddler.
Okay. Yeah.
So Kenzie, what's the plan? Are we
Alright.
staying out in the rain?
The leaves are blowing like against you. Like you can push them over you, but it's hard. And then there's like actually thunder and lightning.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Saxon and kind of put my little
Tucking
mousy
myself with my cape.
mousy mouth next to his big ear and say, "What should we do? Can we make it? Can we make more progress today?"
In this weather, I don't think so. It's really cold. I think we should seek shelter instead, and wait for this to pass. Then we can then we can go on. I don't think this is a good idea.
Okay.
But if we don't do it, he might get away from us, so that we won't catch him. So what do you think?
He's not going to make any progress as well during that weather. So
No. So if we push on, we could actually gain headway on him. So I'm thinking maybe we should do that. Even though the weather is really bad.
You're saying we should push on?
I'm saying we can. I'm not saying we should.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do
that's
it.
the spirit. That's the spirit.
Forward.
Okay, everyone make an op3 health test.
Sometimes a mouse has to do what a mouse has to do.
That's right.
Up 3 health test.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Independently.
I don't make that one.
I'm only rolling 3 dice. Does Pathwise help here?
No, you can't help yourself with
Oh, you can't help yourself. Okay.
not on health test.
I'm gonna earn another check, I think, with Tall. because
You
the
get hit
wind
more.
is pushing against me.
Sure.
Ah,
Okay.
crap, I should have
To
used
get
the-
-1. So rolling 2 dice. So, oh, I got a 6 though, but it's not. It's still only 1 success, so not worth it.
So you spent a persona to reroll. No, what do you spend to explode the dice?
Fate.
Fate.
Fate. I'm going to give it a try and spend a fate point. And that works out.
Nice.
That's nice. So Saxon, how are you looking?
Not good. I only have 1.
So the two of you that didn't make it,
Are we tired?
no, you are actually you're getting sick,
Oh.
Oh no.
and since you are like pushing through it, like for going like sleeping really little actually, and like all for this traitorous grain peddler, you also get angry.
Wow.
What does angry mean?
Man.
Disposition for any conflict
Your disposition, like your hit points for conflicts when
that
when
uses
it's an
will.
argument conflict or something related to that is reduced by 1.
Right.
Okay. Damn it.
I'm gonna end up using all my checks just to
Recover.
get rid of my conditions.
Yeah, it's a thing. It happens.
It was
But
a
it's
good
also-
decision to power through.
Shut up.
Yeah. Liam is way younger than you. He can do
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to mention that.
it.
Just wait a couple of years. You'll know what it's like to be an old mouse.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
we
like
make
him.
some good
So-
time. That's the trade-off. We do get some advantage.
Yeah, I pick up a leaf.
The
Ugh.
the leaf is like the size of a bed sheet. You know that, right?
Yeah, I rip something off a leaf.
Ah, okay.
I forgot
Yeah,
that leaves
so-
are kind of big.
So on the next day, the storm is still going on. You are like completely wet, like 500 times, probably. You arrive in Barkstone, and Barkstone is it's the city. There's basically a tree trunk of a once big tree, and in that is like against this big cliff. And on the tree trunk there's a gate where you can get inside, and then a lot of the town is actually like carved into that cliffside. So it's like in this big cave inside of the cliffside.
Okay.
And there
I'm sorry, didn't you? The city is both on the cliffside and in the tree.
yeah, like basically there's this tree, there's the entrance, and a bit of it is like in a tunnel, like in the tree.
Mhm.
But then like the tunnel widens, and there's this wait, I can give you actually a picture.
So for someone who is not so familiar with the setting, is the town more like a human town, or is the town really like
No,
Mouse
this one is
cave?
actually really much like a human town.
So there are houses with doors and everything?
Yeah, and everything. Yeah, it's like basically like a big tunnel thing, but there are a lot
Okay.
of vent holes.
It's really like a town.
Yeah, its gates were built in the trunk of a locust tree, backed up by the upcropping of stone. The town lies inside. Known for being home to artisans and craft mice, Barkstone is the destination for the best glass, furniture, and other goods. So they're really crafty in Barkstone. But are probably importing, they're importing grain, of course, because the whole area over there is not really really that habitable. Like they do some harvesting and foraging, but they trade a lot.
So you should be able to see it on my screen now as well.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Thank you.
So cool, Barkstone. We're gonna head. Oh, so it's all
Yeah,
sort of
the
inside.
the guards there are like Barkstone is not like a town that is really like buddy with the guard. But yeah, like they let you inside. Like they really feel pity with you, being out in the storm there, and they're also like always really concerned when there's a lot of rain coming down because like the town itself can get flooded, and that always sucks.
Yeah.
Kenzie.
Yeah.
So your plan is to ask the guards if they have seen him?
Actually, we need to. We'll ask them, but we need to go to Merchant Alley here and talk to the other merchants first, because they probably know who we're looking for, and they would be the most likely to help him.
Okay, because I thought if this is the main gate, then he had to come through here, or other entrances to the town.
That's a good idea. Good idea, Liam.
Maybe we could check at the inn also.
Yeah. So, who wants to? Well, why don't you talk to the guards then, Liam?
Well, I can do. If you okay, I can try that. Perhaps Saxon, you want to stand behind me? Just in case. Okay, let's talk with the guards.
Just be friendly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hello there.
Them really.
Yeah, they are wearing like big coats like made from leaves, and like are in these big coats, like two of them standing outside, and the rain is like pouring off of them.
Really bad weather. Good mice, we're looking for a friend of us. Perhaps you have seen him. He should have arrived today or yesterday or a few days ago.
What kind of trouble does the guard bring this time?
And not so much trouble. He was actually, I don't know how he looked.
So you don't know how your friend looks?
He was a traitor. Perhaps he said something. A grain trader?
To what? We don't have traders here.
Saxon, help me out here.
No, he's a peddler.
A peddler. Yes.
Not a trader.
Trader, not a traitor.
Yeah.
I said trader.
Yes, you did. He's a peddler, and we found his cart on the wayside.
Did you bring his cart?
We couldn't. It was broken.
It was broken.
What good are you then? And he like shakes his head.
We're just trying to find him
would.
and see if he's okay. Do you know anything or don't you?
There were a few mice that came in yesterday, just before the storm hit. I can't tell you where he is. It's a big town, you know.
But it's your job. You're the guard. You should really pay attention to who's going into the city. It's his job.
I'm paying attention to who's going in the city, but not what they're going once they're in the city, because I'm here checking out the people coming in.
Perhaps we really should go on to the merchant quarter. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay.
Well,
So going inside, asking around, trying to find them. Yeah. So when you do what in Mouse Guard we call a circuits test, and Circle stats is used when you're trying to find a specific character.
That we
Basically,
are.
like a contact roll in Fate.
Well, this is
How does that work?
You have a circles rating?
No.
No, yes, you have.
yeah, it's one of
Resources
your
and circles.
abilities.
Oh, there. Yeah. I have 3 in circles.
All right. Well, I have
Me too.
4, and it's probably my
So you'll be circling then.
my my role as the highest ranked guy. But everybody can help.
Okay.
Uh,
Splitting up, going to different areas, basically.
yeah, exactly. So I'm
I'll
heading to the
I'll go to the inn. I'm going to
Heading-
the inn.
Merchant Alley. Actually, based on that awesome performance with the guards, I'm going to suggest that Liam goes with Saxon as well.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
Saxon can
idea.
keep an eye on
Yes.
before the whole town turns against us.
We'll go and look at the inn then. Maybe we should actually be at the marketplace having to look. It's actually a lot bigger. Maybe you should go to the inn and check there, and then we'll meet here in what? An hour?
Yeah, we'll go back to the town square.
Yes. Okay. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So cool. So I'm rolling. I start with 4.
Yeah. And it's up
Mine-
4.
Okay. And I have -2 for being injured and sick, and
Shit.
+2 for your help. So total 4.
We should have gone with me then.
I'm also.
I'm angry. I'm only angry and sick.
I'm
No,
also the
that's
leader,
the thing.
or one of my traits is leader, so I'm going to use that as
And use your natural charisma.
yeah, to gain some respect. I'm also going to use my escort wise to
I think you can't use Wisers. Wisers only have skills, I think, but I will check.
oh, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So rolling 5 dice. Oh, I could tap nature at this point.
Well, it's quite an important role, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. I'm going to use persona to tap nature.
Okay. So nature's text by 1.
Oh, actually, you can only tap for any role aside from resources and circles.
Ah.
That makes sense. Okay.
But you
So
could use it for die.
Yeah.
How many
I'll
persona
use
do
it
you have?
for the- Huh?
How many
just
persona
have-
points do you have?
Just the one.
Ah, okay.
the
Because you
best I
can
can have,
spend
right?
up to 3 persona points for up to 3 dice.
But I can only ever have one, right?
No, you can use up to 3 on one roll.
Right, but I only I mean, you said I couldn't gain more than 1 persona point.
No. That's all right. You can have multiple persona points.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I think I only had 1 anyway. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. So leader 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 plus persona is 6 dice. Okay, cool. Only 2 successes there.
Only 2 successes.
Fate,
So
Fate would
you
only give me 1 die, so it's fine.
so you ask around, you talk to all different kinds of mice, and you get the general idea that people, for one, are really nervous. But you basically assign that like to the thunderstorm going on outside. That's always a really tense situation.
Yeah, and I'm coming with
And-
that, like, still
Yeah.
mostly soaked, and also like
Yeah.
on all fours, except when I because my back is still injured.
Yeah, like leaning on your staff really hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Come up and
Yeah, and then you all meet up again on the town square. And as you all arrive, you see this is Mouse. Has blonde, or let's say she has blonde fur, and wears like a little red sash around her body. And there are two of the local guards actually, like they're using halberds as any good guard does. And actually, like one is walking next to her, and the other is behind her, like holding her hands, as if she has handcuffs.
Is that the grain peddler?
Potentially, like you don't know,
Okay.
but like they're like bringing her to the mayor's place, where you probably know where they also keep like criminals or people they arrested.
But we don't know who it is.
Okay, well.
Yeah, but then as she's like, God, help me, help me.
What?
So
Oh.
she's being arrested by the guard, and she screams, "Guard, help me, help me!"
Yeah. Like there's the city guard and there's the mouse guard.
She means us.
Ah,
She
okay.
means you.
So that was a bit
Yeah,
confusing.
she's probably screaming, Mouse Guard.
Okay.
Should we do something?
We have to help her.
Go, Saxon, go.
Okay.
Right behind you.
I'm going in front of the.
Are you drawing your sword?
Not yet. There's no danger yet. There could be.
But there's trouble.
Oh yeah.
That's trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Totally. I draw my sword, but I hold it reversing the handle, so I just to make sure, just so that it's and hold it by my side.
Right.
And I ask the guards why she is calling for help. What has she done? What has she done?
It's official Barkstone business. You don't have any power here.
Oh, don't I? Well, it just so happens that we are looking for someone here. We're on a mission from what is it the matriarch? Is it called
Lockhaven? Oh, Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn from Lockhaven. So I'm just going to inquire once more. Who is that you're carrying and taking away, and what has she done? I will not ask again.
One of them is turning to you and said, "You should be happy about that. She's a traitor to all of Mousekind." And then she she looks especially at Liam, and she's also a bit younger. And it's like, "No, please help me! I didn't do anything."
She is not
And then
a traitor.
she gets pushed.
Saxon, she is not a traitor. We should really do something.
I'm extending my sword to block their path.
Where is she being taken?
To the mayor's house, where they have a little dungeon type thing to keep her.
Do you have any type of evidence that she's a traitor?
Yeah, like they're not even listening to you at that point.
We're standing.
Wait, not any kind of evidence. He's going like directly to you. The guard, and he's a bit larger. He's looking down at you.
You have
say it again. You have no power here. This is our town, and we have our rules, and it's none of the guards' business to put their snout into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenzie, tell her.
So I come up. I put a paw on your shoulder, Liam. And actually, I'm secretly I'm kind of leaning pretty heavily on you, but I stand next to you.
Yeah, I understand.
And
I'm calm.
I say, all right, take her, then, and we'll follow you. And I say to Liam, keep the goal in mind. We want to find out if she's our person or not. We don't need to fight these people.
Are you sure?
Let them go, Saxon.
Yeah,
Well-
they actually are. You know what? I don't think we want you here right now. I think you should all leave and leave Bess to us.
I draw my sword again.
Okay.
Well, was-
Argument
Are you
I was
threatening
going
us?
to say like there's probably a conflict here. It can either be an argument conflict or a fight conflict.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
I'll gladly argue with them.
I have the feeling that it's not a good idea to start a combat with the town's guard in a town.
In fact, I'm going to keep talking.
I'm like really angry
I'm gonna
right now, so I think a verbal conflict is really, really a bad option.
Okay, I lean over to Kenzie. If Saxon is doing anything stupid, we grab the woman and run.
I just shake my head, and I'm
That is also an
I
option.
I'm going to keep talking and keep them talking to keep it from going to swords. So
Well,
this
they
is definitely verbal.
I was going to say, is this your plan now? Like, Saxon, do you
There is no
is
plan,
the solution
there's
to
only-
this still found at the tip of your sword or not?
I will not make the first move. But I'm prepared to respond in kind.
Okay, one quick question. Will there be a trial for the woman?
Like I said, that's none of your business.
Okay. Look,
Okay,
Mouse
You're
Guard.
increasingly making it our business, though.
The Mouse Guard has reason to believe that she's committed a crime in our jurisdiction. So you need to, if you don't help us and give us information, then you're obstructing an investigation of the Mouse Guard under direct orders from Gwendolyn. So you can do that. Go ahead and proceed and kick us out of here. But then there will be a Mouse Guard investigation into you. And
Okay.
And
So-
we all know how Mouse Guard investigations can end.
Okay, so argument conflict.
yeah, absolutely.
So just like last time, you take your persuader skill, one of you,
got
you
it.
roll it, and you add your successes of your roll to your will base. And then, like depending on what conditions you have, that will interact with the value.
So, argument or negotiate argument, yes?
Yeah,
So we still
argument.
have to define attack, defend, feint, or maneuver?
Yeah, or we do that, and we like basically your goal is give her over to us, and their goal is like you should just leave and let us alone.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. So I'm using. I have Persuader effectively at 3 right now. Does anybody have a
Yeah.
higher?
No.
Okay. So I'm rolling 3 dice, and then you're each helping, right?
With
Yeah.
what?
I think we have to define our actions, don't we?
No,
No, not
well,
yet.
first-
No, not
Okay.
yet. At first, we're doing disposition.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
but you
So how
can.
do we roll disposition? Is that will?
No, Kenzie will roll persuader.
Yeah?
and add the successes he has to his will, and then you can help, like with Deceiver or Persuader probably.
I'll help with Deceiver then.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will aid you with Persuader.
Okay, cool. So rolling 5 dice. And my will is 5, so
Yep.
total of 8. But then -1 because I'm angry, and -1 because Saxon is angry, right?
No, I think it's only once. They don't
Okay.
stack.
Fine. So total of 7 disposition for us.
Okay, I need to roll. I roll 3. I have 3 successes. I have 8.
Damn it.
Right. Man, on 3 dice.
So
Unlucky
how
for
much do
us.
we have?
7. Here,
Okay.
I'll
Okay, so in an argument conflict, you can use Persuader for everything, and you can use Deceiver for feint and for maneuver, for the like tricky type actions. So
For an argument, persuade. Yeah, okay. So I can actually only assist by making feints and maneuvers.
nice.
yeah, and like mostly by intimidating them, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can do other things. You just don't have many dice because you use nature or something if you don't have a skill.
Yeah. Or use beginner's luck,
All right.
which you haven't done yet.
Right, and that just gives you 1
Okay,
die.
so I have scripted.
Okay. Let's see.
Should I go first with a maneuver?
That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, let's try it.
So we're
you
just
maneuver.
trying to put them on the defensive, right? So I'll just come with some sort of threat about how we're going to come here, 10 times the amount we are, and just force them to do as we will.
And
Oh yeah. For you can use weapon like things that help you
Arguments.
in arguments. Yeah. Like when you're intimidating them, I will put it into the chat. It's easier when
It's on the character sheets.
It's on the character sheet?
Under the weapons.
Yeah. Should be intimidation, deception, evidence, roleplay works like sword. Promise,
Okay.
and yeah, you can't be repeating yourself, like that really hurts you. But if you make promises, they can come back and bite you in the compromise.
Oh,
Are they on the character sheet?
yeah, they
yeah,
are.
they are.
Beneath
really
the
great.
sample weapons.
Nice.
Yeah.
So basically, if I roleplay well, I get an additional die.
Yeah, like if you can, like roleplay is basically like a sword that is like always on, but you have to like really, like you can't just say, okay, I talk to them about X and Y, which would be okay for other things, like for players that are not like that good at playing that. But if you like actually say what your character says and something, you can get a bonus.
But you only choose one of the arguments, yes? Because if you're
Yeah.
already using intimidation, you already get plus
Yeah, yeah.
1.
You can only use one of them per round. Basically, every one of you has to choose what they're using.
Okay, so I can't get my bonus die from role-playing while getting my feint or maneuver bonus from intimidating.
Right.
So what's
Damn
the difference between the table 1 die and then there's 1s? What's the s standing for?
One
It's
S is 1 extra. If you are succeeding already, you get an additional success. Like your
Okay.
margin of success is greater.
Ooh, but I still have to win, or is it
You
just
still have
if
to
I
win.
get one success, or if I already win?
Only if you already win.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just make a maneuver. I'll just threaten them.
I will. I want to defend, I think, with Persuader. And Liam, what do you want to do?
Oh,
So The first action we do is a maneuver. The second action we do is a defend.
Unless you want to go before defend, that could happen.
Okay, I could do an attack action as the third one.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I just realized something. That if you make a maneuver, then attack actions are actually contested. They're
Yeah, yeah.
versus.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. We make maneuver, defense, attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I start?
I'm going to support your intimidation, Saxon.
Okay. I look down at my.
Standing
look down
beside you,
at-
always saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't mess with Saxon. You shouldn't mess with Saxon."
Yeah, I'm looking down at my sword, and I'm looking back up. You know, if you don't just hand her over now, we'll just come back with more, and we'll just force you to do it, as you're now obstructing our investigation.
Yeah.
So,
If you don't want even more trouble.
if you don't
Yes,
want more
yes.
trouble.
He has an attack, and he goes
Damn it!
until
Hey, can I?
until you got back to Lockhaven, we will already be done with her. You can come back, but whatever will be left of her, like, you can have it then. There's no point to your threat.
Okay, fair enough. I'm also short and really not that intimidating, so I'll give him 2 extra dice.
Awesome.
Does that give me? Does
2
that
checks.
give 2 checks? Woo! He can roll all ones. It is really possible. Okay, fair enough. And I get what? 3 dice because I have 2 skill and 1 assist.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think like with that, like until you're back and until you are here again, like I can, like he's helping himself with soldier wise. I think that makes sense.
I just got to look something up. Yeah, okay. I also get -1 because I'm sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I roll 2 sixes, 2 sixes, 2 sixes. No! 1 success.
3 successes. I have 3 successes.
No.
Well, so we'll only take 2 right now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Our disposition is 5 now.
Hmm.
Okay.
That didn't work too well.
Then I have a maneuver, and the other guy who was holding her, he's speaking up actually. And he is, what is he saying? He's not really that bright.
You're bad.
He's saying, for maneuver to get you into oh yeah, he's totally lying to you. And he's, yeah, you will see, and you will see. We already like set up the whole thing, the whole process. We just wanted to get her there. This will be over by tomorrow or something, so you can just leave. He's probably done for. And the town captain is just, he's not even having, he's just like.
So I'm jumping in with defend, and
Maneuver against defense versus.
What do you say?
say, look, it's better if we work together on this. Wouldn't you like to know what evidence we have, and it'll be a lot faster trial and a lot better if we just bring all our charges at once. So let us help you.
I'm going to aid you. I'm going to say, look at it. Look at his ears, Kenzie. They're shaking. He's lying. His ears are shaking. He is lying.
Like trying to get him to.
Actually, I'd like to assist too. Just by looking down at my sword again and looking back up and just saying, well, I think he's right. You'd be much better off if you just cooperated.
All right.
Okay.
So, total of 5.
Woo! Woo!
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but he's. Yeah, but even when it's only 3, that's 4. So he's only rolling 2 dice anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I have no successes.
Yes!
Yeah, that's nice. So we have margin of success 3.
So we have 8 in this position now.
No.
Well, we,
Yeah. Oh, you have defend, right? Yeah. So you can
We-
heal back to 4. Yeah. How many? Yeah.
but our in this case, our full is only 7.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can't exceed?
You can't exceed now.
Oh. Damn it.
Okay, that worked pretty well.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So your turn to make an
So now is the attack action. So I'm going to speak in a calm voice with them. Just go inside. Tell the others you haven't found her. Everything is going to be okay. You're not being paid good enough for so much trouble with us. And I'm going to attack them with that. So I have Persuade 2. I'm going to use Roleplay for additional dice. If that's okay with you too.
Yeah, sure.
So that's 3. I'm pretty determined to save her. So that's 4. Do you guys want to aid me, Kenzie, Saxon?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, can we make a promise?
You can, but it wouldn't directly help you right now.
Why not? Wouldn't he get a die?
Yeah, like you can make a promise, but like you can only use one weapon thing per action.
Oh,
I
okay.
already used the role-playing part for a die.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Got it. So I've got a patrol leader wise. So I'll say I'll even say, look, I'll speak to your boss, to your captain.
He's the captain.
I'll speak to the mayor about and smooth it over so you don't get in trouble or anything. So +1.
Okay.
And I'll make sure you get in trouble if you don't do as we say.
Yeah, and he's.
So that's a +1.
I stood in defense of this town for 35 years. I'm the law here. What I say happens. And I won't let some little squibbling guard mice come here and make and boss us around and do these things. And then he's just like, bring her, like get her back to the jail.
I think I want to tap nature on this one because I have
Too bad.
personal points. Is my nature refreshed after the first session?
No, we could have potentially have done a prologue in between, but like anything that would make sense, and you could have regenerated, but you would be using your text value now.
Okay, so it reduced to 2, if I recall correctly. So I
It was
get 2.
reduced by 1. It was reduced by 1, yes.
So I use 3 additional dice, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't let me down, dice 3.
Yeah, you're not injured or sick or anything. Yeah.
No,
Roll
he's
it.
actually pretty good off.
Wait, I need to clean it down.
Oh, that's good. That's so good.
Oh,
That is
that's
so
okay.
good. You could use a fate point to roll 2 extra dice.
I have 2.
I think I'm going to
And
use
I don't think
4, 5.
it's not
Yeah,
an
you only
attack.
need 3 more. Only need 3 more successes to take me out.
I'm going to use the fate point, actually,
Do it.
Do that.
because that lets me roll 2 additional dice.
Yeah, just click the success.
That's one more. One more.
Okay.
So
1,
that's
2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6. So I go down to 2,
Nice.
and you go down to 5, I guess.
I got shivers because I thought that was really exciting.
So he had an attack action as well?
He has an attack action as well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So we go down by 2. He rolled really bad, which was great.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And now my nature goes down to 2, is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have new actions.
Yeah.
But
I'm
can I ask
going
something?
to go... Yeah. I have scripted, like you can...
Will the conflict only end when one side has no
Yes.
more disposition? Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
So, okay.
And you can't change conflict like mid thing.
Okay. So I'm thinking we should go in for the kill. But I shouldn't be the one doing it.
Yeah, also think about like how I would script now. Also, that's like a thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
he would probably. The thing is, we are so much ahead that if he does not defend, an attack would just take him out.
So, wait a minute. If he's so much down and is going to do a defend action, our feint action would negate his defend action.
Yes.
Yes, it would. But if he is feinting, if he is attacking and we are feinting, he wins. We get nothing at all.
But if he thinks that we think that he thinks that, okay.
Right. It's rock paper scissors, right? So
it's rock paper scissors.
So we could also just maneuver.
So we can do the thing that we want to do, right? But then he knows that, or we can do the counter.
I really have a good stomach feeling about feint first. Somebody should try that. Trust my stomach.
Okay, how do you feint in a verbal conflict?
You say something, they say something back, and then you trick them.
Yes, exactly.
Like a trick question.
Yeah, like either a trick question or you ask them something, like they say something, you go, aha.
Yeah.
But what about that?
Use some argument they're not expecting, or something like that.
Like feint and maneuver in a verbal thing are a bit same-ish. But yeah, it's a bit like you do a little maneuver and then use it, like, in a sense.
Yeah.
So should we make a feint?
Right. Well, I'm not going to stop you if you want to feint first, Liam.
Okay, I'm not too good at it, but I can try.
Okay.
Oh wait, I potentially have evidence, so I could maybe I should do an attack. If that's the case.
So I'm going to do the feint first. That's first action. What do we do as second action?
We make an attack, I think.
Yeah.
And then a defend.
Or attack. And third is going to be you, Saxon, so it has to be feint or maneuver.
Yes, right? It actually does have. So I think we'll make.
Oh, you could do the first feint, actually, instead if
you
want.
I could make the first feint, but I still only have 2 dice. Okay, and I
For Saxon, the feint could also really be that he takes his sword and puts it to his throat, just to intimidate him.
Yeah.
The good thing about feint is that it doesn't matter too much if you have many dice or not, because you totally negate the defender roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just need to roll. You would need to roll 2 successes.
And we're.
I'm still 6, so anyway, I still only have 5.
Okay. That's fine, and we can help you and stuff. So.
Then Saxon do a feint. I do a maneuver as second and set up the attack for Kenzie as third. Yes. Want to do it like that?
Sure.
Okay.
Or Kenzie, do you want to attack second?
Maneuver seems good.
Okay, then feint, maneuver, attack. Okay.
Or okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. That's good.
Okay.
Feint maneuver attack.
Feint maneuver attack, and now I just have to think what I'm going to say here. Okay.
By the way,
yeah.
you're done scripting, right?
Yeah. Feint maneuver attack.
Yeah, I totally have a defend.
Nice.
Haha!
So, well, I put my sword to his throat, and I'm just, how I don't understand how that will work. I need to. I still don't know what to say.
All right, you put your sword to his throat. That's fine.
Okay.
I say, look, consider.
No. I'm
the,
the one. I'm the one making the thread. Oh yeah. You okay? So you can support me while I
Yeah,
just
I'm helping
write
you.
thread now. Okay.
Yeah. I say, look. This mouse. I mean, regardless of what happens to this mouse, we want peace. We want a good relationship between the Mouse Guard and Barkstone. You want that.
Don't you?
Okay, roll it.
So,
Okay,
I'm
fair
helping
enough.
the persuader.
I'm still short, so can I invoke that again to get -1 die?
Do you really want to?
Yeah, no, but I want the check. So I have 1 die now because he's assisting me.
I'm going to assist you as well.
Thank you.
So what does Liam do?
Okay, so if a feint is about confusing him or something like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
this
Give me a
guard,
round of defenses.
this guard totally looks like the mouse who ran away with your sister, Saxon. Then I'm looking in the eye.
And he's like really confused,
like
yeah,
what
that's
sister? Oh, that sister.
That's the job. That's the job. Like bringing him out of concept.
yeah.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
He totally falls for it. He's like, did I do that?
Okay, just to be clear here, I'm not going to take the role-playing die.
Yeah.
Because I just need to succeed because I get an
Yeah.
additional success.
You take the intimidation die.
Yeah.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes.
1 success.
And that becomes 2.
Ah, yeah. Of course.
That's why I didn't
Got
take the role-playing die.
Yeah.
We got him.
We got him.
Okay,
And
so are you at full thing again, or did you
we
take some
are
damage?
down 5.
You're down 5.
No,
Down to
we're-
No,
5.
down
We took
to
2.
down to.
Yeah.
We're
2
down
5 from
to
7.
5.
From 7. So you lost under half. So you only get a minor compromise. So you get her without they basically give her over to you, but you are no longer welcome. You still need to leave now.
I can live with that.
Makes sense.
Still annoying that we can't spend the night here or something like that to recover.
I was really it's weird. I was in a way really hoping you would lose a bit more, so we the compromise could maybe you need to catch and run, basically run away from them and have a chase conflict because they are really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just a big chase scene, but we are short on time, and that is better like that anyway.
All right.
Oh.
What's so I'm gonna we'll take her. I'll ask. What's your name?
Kenneth, you're basically leaving with her in a rush.
Yeah.
And we're also going to the player's turn then, because you basically succeeded with your mission, getting her.
Okay. So we're
The storm
escorting her.
outside is still going on.
Nice. We'll escort her to the door, and the guards are escorted walking behind us, making sure we leave, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We can talk
Well-
later. Let's find a hole. Let's just get out of here first.
Yeah. So as we're going outside, I said, "Well, we got you. We got you out of Barkstone, but you're gonna have to spend the day in the storm, I'm afraid." And we plunge outside into the wind.
It's not like we're sick anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
So,
really. She seems really afraid.
Afraid.
Yeah.
So how many checks do people have, by the way?
I have 4.
Wow.
I also have 4.
How do you guys have 4 checks? Do you still keep the ones from the first session?
No.
I got 2 for giving them 2 extra dice. And the subsequent turn, I got 1 from losing a die. Because
Okay.
I'm not very threatening, because I'm short.
Okay. I have 1.
Okay.
Okay.
They may pass
So,
one to you.
But I didn't get to spend my bonus dice. Oh well.
Okay. Well, first things first. Let's find some place to stay. And I'm actually gonna. I'll go ahead and use one of my checks to do that. I'm gonna use Survivalist.
To find shelter.
Yeah. And
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's up 3.
3. Okay. And we're near a town. So I imagine there's places around here, where some kind of
Where harvesters would
people
rest.
yeah,
A barn or something like that.
right, people who live nearby or some kind
No,
of
not really. Like they're not really people nearby, but they're probably like little shelters from like people that go outside.
yeah, like hunter shacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're looking for one of those. I'm rolling 4 for
Anyone
the skill.
helping?
I'm injured at 6, so I'm at 2.
I'm going to
So-
aid you with scouting around, Kenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to find some cover.
Shelter.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Shelter. Okay.
We don't have to worry about
I'm going to do that with the survivor.
Yeah, you're looking maybe for more natural things where he looks for constructions.
Yeah. And
I don't mind sleeping outside.
we will do there. Yeah, we don't have to worry about animals so near the town like this usually. But only one success.
Oh, that wasn't good.
So no options. That's it.
You were all helping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you all get hungry, but you find a safe space to sleep. And what did I say? Her name is Kenneth, right? She is she's like close to exhaustion. She's just like once you find the shelter, she's just like breaking apart and just like basically just falls asleep instantly.
Oh,
I would very much like to spend one of my checks to fetch something to eat.
Sure. Now, how are you going to do that?
I'm guess I'm going to forage a little. So
Okay.
with
your nature?
Yeah, with my nature. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 dice.
Just give me a
And
second.
people
I give
can-
you an obstacle. Your obstacle is foraging. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, it's up 4.
What?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, you-
Why?
Because you're foraging for the whole patrol, basically.
I am?
Just for yourself.
Oh yeah, we should maybe have a plan whether or not how we forage for each other, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't make this without spending fate people need to help me, and
even
we
if we
need to
help-
have some. We need to have someone who keeps an eye on the woman.
Yep.
What was her name?
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
I'll.
Well, if you keep a lookout for the woman, watch the woman, I could go out and try to harvest something.
Yeah.
I saw
Okay.
some berries nearby. That should work.
What is your harvest
I have
rating?
I have 3, but I
Yeah.
still have 2 persona points, so I would tap into that.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I don't have a persona point this game.
Okay.
So I go up to 5, and perhaps you guys could help.
Okay, so then you will spend your check, or what?
Yeah, if you want me to, I could do that.
Foraging.
I don't want to steal it from you, but I think it makes more sense.
Yeah,
That's okay.
let's do that. Let's do that then.
We need to give you. We're gonna have to give you checks anyway, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
So you helping with the food gathering?
I'm foraging, yeah.
And
Aaron is not. Kenzie is not doing that. He needs to be on the lookout for.
that's fine. I'll just stay here.
Yeah, someone needs to
Okay.
look out for.
Let's check if it works.
It's up 4, by the way. Also.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, because it's late fall. Like late fall, it's hard to harvest because there's a lot of stuff that's just already been taken by other mice and animals and stuff.
Okay, so I can spend my second persona point to add an additional dice, yes?
No, I think you can only do one or the other.
Okay. So no. That's only 3.
So yeah, you find some food, you eat something, but it's not enough, like to get actually rid of your hunger.
None of us.
But nothing. Yeah.
I really tried my best, but everything.
No,
was
you found stuff to eat for everyone, but it's not enough in that sense.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a recovery test, there's now condition on a failure. But it's not that you fail to do that. It's just that it's not enough for everyone to
It's okay, Liam. I appreciate what you did do.
Found some nuts, maybe.
As we get back to the to our hideout, where was that? Was it a natural place?
I think it's like a made hidey hole that someone made. It's not just like a one mouse burrow. There was a few people working on it, and it's like under a bush, so there's not so much rain coming down, and there's a little construction overhead that makes most of the rain drop away.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. How can I get over my angry? Just sit down and calm.
Calm yourself down, yeah. Or go and kick a beetle or something.
Okay,
So
I'll do that.
But are you hungry?
Yes.
You can't get rid of your angry while you're hungry.
What? I can't?
You can't. But once you get back to Lockhaven, people will take care of you. At least for something.
So you have to resolve the conditions
in
like
order.
it's letter. So you first have to resolve hungry, then you have to angry and tired, injured, sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have multiple conditions.
Okay, I didn't know that. Because if I'd known that, I would have gone foraging for myself.
You can still do that.
I can?
Yeah. Why couldn't you?
Okay, I just thought there was this rule that if there's been made a roll, then that stands.
Yeah, no, but the roll wasn't made by you, for you. It's just
okay.
like someone else took care of you. You can still try for yourself.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that works, yeah.
Okay.
It's also like someone can go and make a healer test on you and ignore order of conditions.
Okay.
Because it's not like your own power, it's like someone else doing it.
Okay. But well, okay. I'm just telling the others. I'm still hungry. Do you mind if I go outside and find something more?
For it. We've got some time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that then. That was one action.
He's
Go.
a pretty big mouse. He has to eat more than we do.
What is my? I'm a very little mouse.
Actually, yeah.
What is the roll then?
2.
What is the? It's only 2. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I got it.
Hey.
You come back having munched on a mushroom.
I'm just not sure what else I was going to do with all my actions now.
You can get the group back to location, for example.
Oh yeah. I still want to calm down a bit.
Yeah, but like Kenzie your surf check, right?
Yeah, I have three left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't go twice in a row.
Okay.
Yeah. So
do I lose my actions if?
No, you can give a check away, like if you have 3 left and no one else has any.
Okay.
Or you lose them.
Okay.
So it's basically against spotlight targeting.
Okay. Fair enough.
so I'll go ahead and take us back. Start on the path back towards Lockhaven. Sort of the next day.
Okay.
Once as the storm let up. By next day, I mean.
It's starting to weaken, basically.
Let me put it this way: we'll wait until the storm stops, and then we'll
Okay.
head back to Lockhaven.
Okay.
In that direction, anyway. So I'm using Pathfinder.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
And then I'm gonna add.
It's op 5, by the way, because it's a short journey and it's washed out because of all the storm and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to
So
assist.
okay. I'm using Pathwise and Escort-wise because we're actually escorting. We have to keep a.
You can only use one of them. You can only use one of them.
One wise. All right, fine. Pathwise then.
Sure. Anyone else helping?
Yeah. As I said, I'm helping.
With what?
Pathfinder.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to
you're
add
leading
you with
the way.
Pathfinder as well, or Scout.
Yeah. So you are looking around, looking for predators on the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any traits you can use?
Yes, I'll use.
Calm.
Calm. Because I am, even though I'm angry, and I'm especially, kind of angry at this mouse, but I have to keep a brave face in front of the mouse guard here.
Did we already confirm that she's the mouse we're looking for?
I don't think we actually did.
It's a good point.
Because if we didn't, then it's only, look, we brought back a woman. That wouldn't be too.
Yeah. Now that you're saying it,
too effective to our mission statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
But
do that.
you can also do that on the road, theoretically.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. But let's do that first. Why not? Oh, so we're gonna I'll use Persuader to get her to confess what happened. And I've also got my, I've got her map, if it is her. And
yeah, you can use that for die.
Basically confronting.
Yeah.
With the,
you can use that like as a helping die.
Okay.
And you're rolling against your will.
Okay, so I've got 3 dice there, 1 dice for that. I'll use my tall trait.
To be imposing.
Imposing, indeed. And I'll save calm for later.
Okay.
Any help on confronting her?
Yeah, I can try to persuade her a bit. Like, you can trust Kenzie. He really is a good mouse, and you can trust him. He's a good guy. He's a good mouse.
Yeah, and I'll use the deceiver skill to help.
How are you deceiving her? How's that helping?
Because aren't you going to use the map as evidence?
Yes.
So, oh yeah, no, never mind. What I was thinking wouldn't work.
Okay.
Unless someone has a good idea.
Actually, you know, I am going to use calm.
Okay.
Hiding my anger from her and trying to make her feel safe. Like, it's already over. It's best for you if you just tell us. So, 7 dice. And I have some fate, maybe. I only got 2. No good, no good.
You have fate points?
No, wait. You don't know yet. Okay, I need to roll.
Oh, right. It's
It's up 1, so I only have 1 success.
Yay, you win!
Oh.
So
Cool.
yeah, so on the way she tells you that a mouse in Grass Lake, like she is from Grass Lake originally, and there was a traveling mouse that she didn't knew, but he gave her extra stuff for her travel and stuff to bring the map to Barkstone. And she also tells you that everyone was they were basically another other mice there were waiting for her and were really disappointed and angry that she didn't have the map. And once they realized that the Mouse Guard was coming, they were trying to arrest her and put her away before you can see her, and walk directly into you. And she describes the mouse in Grass Lake that he didn't give his name, but he had really, really dark fur and like a big scar on one of his ears.
Okay.
And
Good.
she didn't look at what the thing was. She just accepted it.
All right. Well, Kenneth.
And you also get the feeling that she's really happy to have that weight off her shoulders, basically.
Yeah. Well, now you don't have to worry anymore because the Mouse Guard will keep you safe, and I promise you that. So you'll be brought back to Lockhaven and given a fair trial.
On that, she's again really, really shocked suddenly. She was like, ah, I'm done with everything. Then you gotta try and
Yeah. Look, why did you leave your cart behind?
Oh, there was a snake, and I was really, really afraid. And I knew with my cart I couldn't make it. And I didn't even think about the map. I'd nearly forgotten about it.
I think she was drawn into this. She isn't the person we are looking for. She lost her card. Perhaps we should let her go. I don't know.
Have you? What happened to my card?
The snake destroyed it.
Unfortunately, the snake also attacked us while we were looking for your card, and it's broken now.
And you fought off the snake?
Sort of.
Just barely.
That's really brave.
Well,
I don't know why all the All the Barkstone mice really hate you. I don't understand it. You do so much good for all of us.
Well, Liam,
I'm getting increasingly suspicious right now.
Kenzie, she's on our side.
yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't count on it.
Liam, even if that's the case, we have to take her back to Lockhaven, and it's up to Gwendolyn now. It's not for us to decide.
Yeah, I think you're right. But
Remember, that was the whole point. That's what we're fighting for here, is to find out what happened.
yeah, you don't have to recite that duty speech again. I know what we have to do, but well, we could drop some good words for her when we deliver her. She was real cooperative.
Yes. All right. Now,
Okay.
let's get on the road.
How many checks are still in?
I still have 3.
I have 2.
Okay.
I'll just use one of them to calm myself down.
Okay. How are you calming yourself down?
I'm putting my sword in my scabbard. It's one of the things I do, and I'm basically just keeping at the back and just enjoying the trip home, just relaxing, because I know I'll be home soon, and then all this will be over.
Cool.
For now.
Okay.
Please get the 2. Please get the 2. I did get the 3.
All
I
right.
think that's enough.
Yeah, it's a 2 obstacle.
Yeah.
Now I'm not angry anymore. Now I'm only sick. Oh, I rolled 1 die too much.
Getting rid of 6 sucks. Because
What?
having high will is like really rare.
What?
Getting rid of sick really sucks because you have to test will, and having a high will is really rare. Like only patrol leaders and guards captains get that.
Yeah, should I re-roll?
No. No, you
You got the 2.
conditions are not affecting recovery.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, okay. So I just thought I made a mistake. Okay, so
Cool.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right,
Lead us
so,
home, Kenzie.
All right.
I'll give Liam a test if you want.
If Kenzie is going to lead us home, I don't have any action actually.
No, don't you want to do like something with your goal?
To
Because he hasn't
protect them?
done something with that.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Liam.
I could.
I meant Liam.
I'm just going to.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like if we would be like in the actual game, you were tracking advancement. If you have nothing to do, you could still like look at your checks, at your tests, like your skills, what do you need, where you want to get better at, and then decide based on that, which is like something we don't have right now.
Actually, I should probably make a deception check then, because then my deceiver would increase to 3.
Okay. Well, so Liam, do you want to try to get a look at this map or something?
Yeah, actually,
Or
I think
try to talk to her?
Actually, I think I'm going to try to have a look at the map.
Are you trying to steer the map away, or are you trying to get it?
No, just have a look while Kenzie is sleeping or during the travel.
Okay. So Kenzie, are you like checking in any way on that, or do you guard the map, or?
Yeah. Well, it's folded up tucked in my belt, for the most part. So, and I don't. You'd have to like persuade me to show it to you willingly. So I guess you have to do it while I'm sleeping or something.
I'm going to try to have a look at it while you're sleeping. Are you wearing your belt while you're sleeping, or did you put it aside to your other stuff? Just trying to pickpocket it
I
while
think
it's sleeping.
I'm probably prepared at all times, being an experienced patrol mouse.
Dealing with
So I
rookies.
always wear it, ready
Yeah.
to go.
So yeah, make an obtuse scout test, Ben. I think when you do it while he's sleeping.
What skill?
Scout.
Scout. Okay.
Because scout is like the ninja skill. It's like finding
Okay.
things, hiding, and like stealing things.
That sounds good. Okay,
Yeah, it's really cool, actually.
I'm pretty determined to get to my goal, to find out more information. So I'm going to take another dice.
Yeah, there's like the scene where you nearly have it, and then he's like rolling over, and you nearly touch him, and like the map like in a really uncomfortable position, but you're like, and then you take it, and it's like a second over, and we see if he wakes up or not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3.
I only see 2 die. Yeah, but yeah, no, they are there. Okay, you totally can get a look at the map and like see the hidden tunnel and stuff like that.
Okay, memorizing
Really cool.
everything and then putting it back.
Blueberries. Blueberries.
Blueberries.
What? He's so hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kenzie, you get everyone home?
Yeah, let's do that. So, Pathfinder and Pathwise. 1, 2 dice. Okay, and
2
I'm
helping
out of
die.
other things.
From the others. We already talked about that.
David,
Cool.
you used the action I gave you, right?
Oh yes. If you still have given it to me, I would use that one.
I did.
So, only 2 for getting home this time.
Okay.
Did you roll the bonus dice from Saxon and me?
Yeah.
He is
Why
just
are
so
you
fucked up.
pathfinding then?
Because someone has to.
But I could have done that. I have a 5.
You already have like all conditions, right?
I'm tired.
You don't have tired. Yeah, but tired actually makes a lot of sense in that case. And I want to get you home.
Sweet.
So yeah, you get tired. The other ones probably getting angry. At all, because you are probably like thinking about like who will make such a map and like creating this really big horror scenario of what could be happening.
Yeah. And then also I mislead us. I take the wrong path a couple of times, and I'm basically a terrible patrol leader.
But basically in terrible shape.
Yeah, I'm injured. I'm sick. I'm not making the best.
But Lockhaven, like the big stone gates, the big come into sight, and the towers and like the guards are greeting you, and like basically I think like even you get told like to get at least some rest before Gwendolyn will see you. And
Nice.
because you are in Lockhaven, you can like recover some stuff for free. And I will need.
Cool. So, for anybody watching, there's Lockhaven. Pretty cool. It's like built into a tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like built into a lot of stuff. Yeah, you definitely get rid of tired and of hungry and thirsty.
Carved deep into stone, actually. Nice.
Yeah, it's like the deep into the stone.
Okay, that's good.
And there's a lot of stuff like in the stone and stuff.
So hungry, tired, and
yeah, hungry and tired you get rid of because you get fat,
cool.
and you can sleep in your awesome guard beds, and you can all recover from that.
Alrighty, go ahead.
And then you can also look for like skilled healers and stuff like that.
I'm going to do that then.
I've got one left.
I have 2 checks left.
Somebody else wants to use it.
I have 2 checks left, so I think I'll use one of them before you use your last one.
Okay, go for it.
I just need to look what I should do. Yeah, I totally want the orator skill, so I'm totally going to hold a speech. No.
To everyone who wants to listen.
Yeah. Now that we're out of there, I was actually going to try and get the scout skill, but that's a little too late now.
Okay.
What is the yeah.
Just want to raise like tell everyone of your exploits and stuff.
No, I think I don't know what to do right now with my skill.
Aren't you still sick or something?
Yes.
You want to circle a healer?
Yes. How do I do that? I don't have it.
You have circles somewhere on your sheet.
Oh yeah, I want to find a healer.
Yeah, you just go to the infirmary.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to drop by there. It's like an OB1 circuits test.
It's
like basically it's an OB1 circuits test. Because it's just about god rank, you're the same rank. Like healers, you have a few healers. They are not Mouse Guard in the technical sense, but especially the healers are seen like on the same level as you.
Okay. So should I roll a circle?
Yeah, circles and it's of 1.
Okay, I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay. So yeah, you get some like treated honey, with like herbs in it, and like a really extra warm blanket and stuff, and like told to like sleep it off.
Okay.
And you can get rid of your sick condition.
Yeah, I already did it, as you said.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I want to.
And like everyone knows you, like you probably always come home with stuff.
If
you're fearless.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give my last check to Liam, actually, on the condition that you use it to persuade Gwendolyn and the other mice in charge that this peddler is not guilty, or should, you know, I mean,
that's really a good idea.
She should be, you know, her sentence should be commuted or whatever.
Oh, that's really a good idea. I'm going to try that.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll help you do that.
Persuade the authorities.
Yeah. Can we like not completely play that out because of time reasons?
Of course.
I think like if we would continue playing, like depending on whether you succeed or fail would change like what your next mission will be.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
I think we're closing in to the end of the session.
Yeah.
But Kenzie,
I'm like ending a session like really good on time. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, I think it's actually in 4 minutes we'll have played for exactly 3 hours and 3/4.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Gwendolyn.
we go and talk to Gwendolyn
Yeah.
about the mouse, but let's do rewards real quick. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really matter, I'm still curious who got their goal and stuff.
I didn't get my goal.
Okay.
Okay, belief, instinct, and goal.
Yeah. My belief was it's not what you fight, but what you fight for. And I think I accomplished that pretty well. What do y'all think? Because
Yeah,
I was like,
you stood up for the guard and for your mission to people who were not like. But you were saying no. What we are doing is more important than what you like when you're lost and what you're thinking about.
I said don't fight these guys just for the sake of, even if you don't like them or whatever. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. My goal was bring the peddler to justice, and I think we did that.
Yeah. You checked out what was with her, and you brought her to get her trial, not to let her go.
Yeah.
So you accomplished that. You get the persona point for that.
And I think I also did my instinct, which is always consult Saxon when trouble arises. And I did that with the storm, when the storm came up. And I think it did get us into trouble because
yeah,
it was his idea to just press on and try to catch up.
Yeah. So you get paid for that too.
Awesome.
Liam?
Okay, my belief is a guard mouse never gives up, no matter the danger. Okay, we...
Oh, you totally did that.
Well, I did that during the storm by supporting Saxon on the idea to power through.
Yeah, totally.
So we could catch up with...
and then you were like, I'm young, I don't care for you stupid.
So my goal for this session was to find out more about the spy, but I think that's open for another adventure.
Wasn't it about the map?
About the whole spy thing. I had a look at the map. We know that there's somebody behind this, but I think it's not accomplished or did bring us into any trouble or something like that.
Yeah, but you work towards your goal, and working towards your goal gets your fate point.
Yeah,
So,
your personal your personal goal was just to learn more about it, right? And you got a second look at the map and got to see more about it. So I'd give that to you.
So my instinct is
we didn't find everything about it, but you found more about it.
More, yeah. So my instinct is, if there's work to be done, always offer help. Well, we did that.
Yeah. I tried to give you the chance when she was like, help, but it was not about work to be done in that sense.
It wasn't work to be done, but we offered help immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as she was in danger.
We also succeeded.
Yeah. I would give you a fate point for that, I think.
Cool.
Okay,
this whole scene was hitting so many beliefs and instincts. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
And I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, yes, this works so good. Saxon.
Yes, my belief, the best solution is always found at the point of my sword. I didn't actually sword anyone. Or anything.
But
but you also like didn't really like go against your belief in that sense. Like you were like kinda half and half.
I think it was you stuck to your belief because you drew your sword first thing. Even though
and were threatening them the whole time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you did threaten them at the end. So.
Yeah, that's actually the only thing I did. So.
Yeah.
Do I get a fate point for that?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say so.
Okay. I will protect Kenzie and Liam on this mission. I kept the same goal.
But didn't really do so much with it this time.
No, it didn't get relevant at all. And instinct, always draw my sword at the first sign of trouble.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like that was making them like really on edge, and then you were like holding it against their neck and stuff.
So I have lots of fate now.
Yeah, that's good.
Still no
And
persona.
I'm not sure about Workhorse and MVP, but I actually really enjoyed Saxon this session, like especially
During the intimidation phase.
yeah, and then like you said something at the end. Like Kenzie was saying something and you were saying it like with more force.
I said
Yeah.
you want us to have a good relationship with the Mouse Guard, right?
And then I just
You want
pushed my
that.
sword. Yeah. And then I just pushed my sword towards his throat and said, "You would want that, right? You want that,
Yeah,
right?"
yeah. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Saxon like doing the whole moment, like not really sure what he wanted to do, and then just relying on like threats and bullying people around.
Because that's what he can. He
What he
can
does.
follow through on the threats. He's not very good at making them.
Okay.
I would say. Yeah, and MVP and Workhouse in this was like everyone was doing stuff, I feel like.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's pretty good.
Kinda
Yeah.
equally.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Cool. Persona points for
I
everybody.
actually really enjoyed this game. Not just the sitting here, but the game itself was actually really enjoyable because it gave some very interesting what's it called?
Decisions, procedure.
Yeah, it has a very interesting procedure. So first we have all these troubles, these problems, and after we've kind of resolved those, we go to the second phase where everyone can like do what they want to do for a bit to prepare for the next sitting, or simply just improve their skills or something like that. Try to
Or
do that.
recover.
Or recover. Yes, recover was kind of like a big part of it.
Yeah. I always enjoy Mouse Guard for the how it is very focused
Your
on the
mice.
character, and
Yeah.
so you know you're always thinking about, okay, like what's my belief, what's my goal, and always pushing for those, showing those things.
And
And
playing your traits and showing the like
yeah,
the failures of your character.
yeah. So the mechanics, like role playing well is playing the mechanics well as well.
Yeah.
They match. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's not like if you take a classical example of D&D, where the role playing is entirely detached from the rules. Actually,
Right.
they overlap almost entirely here.
Yeah.
At least if you want to use them to your benefit.
Yeah, that was interesting having a look at the system for the first time. Thanks for game mastering, Tim.
Yeah,
It
thank
was a
you.
lot of fun, guys, playing with you all.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
setting; it's pretty interesting.
If anyone of the people who are still watching live, if you have any questions, you can also fire up the Q&A app. I will be here
Is
for
there
another 5
someone
minutes or
watching?
something. Yeah, there are 2 people watching. There were like up to 5.
Okay, one of them is me.
One of them is
So if any of you have the browser open as well
No,
on the
no,
YouTube window,
no.
No.
Why would you have it open twice?
to see if there is any error, or if
Oh.
anybody. I opened it during one of the bio breaks to see if anyone posted a question or something like that in the comments.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. One thing though with the game.
Yeah.
Something happened in my head and it caused a blackout.
What?
I don't know what
Yeah,
I was going to say. Yeah, I just lost it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I think what like this game is really good at making you play the character you said you would play, in a sense, and I feel it's also really good to play with beginning players. There are a lot of mechanical things interacting with them, but once like in our second session everything was going relatively smoothly, I think like
Yeah.
you can get into it quite fast. And then in the first part of the game, like you always have stuff to do. Like there's no moment where you're like, I don't know what to do because there's like this is the obstacle, do it. And then in the second part, you have to think like you need to make a decision of what your character would do and how you get to your goal. And so you have like both things. You can have the first part where you can get into your character and just deal with the problems, and then you have to think about your character a bit more and do some free role-playing stuff and be a bit more open, which I think makes it really good for beginning players.
Yeah, that one thing though, at some point I read how you advanced your skills. So you have to fail a number of times equal to a skill level -1, but you also have to succeed a number of times equal to your skill level. And I actually thought that was a really good mechanic, because it actually kind of just made it even better to invoke your traits against you. So that you can actually fail a lot, and failure actually have a good way in this game, because it worked really well, because it was more like, it wasn't actually failure, it was more like succeeding at a great cost, or to yourself, or at least some cost. So you are always failing forward in this game, which I kind of like.
Like the only real roadblocks you can have is like when you really like lose a conflict. Which makes it really important to not just go like attack, but to think about defending yourself and like keeping your stuff up and not.
Can a character die in this system?
Yeah, you can. Like especially, it's also like like when you say I want to kill the snake, and you lose, then like you might die. Like depending on how you set your goals, on what level of severity, depends on that. But you can't like die from a check or something. It's usually a deliberate choice when you put death on the table. But then if you are like fighting a bunch of weasels and you lose like half your disposition as a team, like one of you might die. It can happen.
I think it's only fair, if death is on the table, that players actually know it before they choose to invoke their traits against them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not something you should spring on people if they think that, okay, I might be injured, but I won't die. And people, if you know that, you're going to maybe metagame a bit to put yourself worse off, because you can live with the consequences. But since taking those choices is already entirely a metagame decision, then you should already be aware of what the consequences might be. Especially, or at least if you are going to die from them, I guess taking conditions is always on the table. I'm not sure how you decided what the consequences for failure were, but I think they worked well.
Yeah, like you either invoke a twist or you succeed and you get a condition. And there's like for some specific stuff, like it's most of the time like you get a condition. Like when you fight against rain and cold, for example, then it's most times like you get a condition if you fail. And then in other times it's also like, do I want you to succeed at that, or do I want to pressure you with more? And then it's basically a pacing thing.
Yeah.
Like you can have a whole mission that is like 3 tests, and every time you fail you just get a condition, but you succeed anyway. And stuff, but usually you have like 1 or 2 twists, and then...
Nice.
Yeah, and I also was really happy just with the second mission that I had to improvise completely. I think it worked really well, and I was also happy that we could use an argument conflict and show how like non-fights still work in the same way and actually work really well.
Yeah, and there's actually there's a lot of different types of conflict, right? So we did arguments, a fight against animals, but there's things like a journey could be one, or giving a speech, or chase is another one you mentioned. There's all kinds of different things, and you use different skills and different. It's kind of it's all, the actions are the same, but it's kind of abstracted in different ways depending on the conflict. Cool.
Actually, I like
rewarded for using different skills in conflicts, because you can only get one test for each skill in one conflict. like you can't roll fighter 3 times and get 3 tests, but you can roll fighter once and then roll hunter once and get 2 different tests. But one of them
I didn't know
might be a
that.
bit worse. Yeah, it wasn't important for the one shot. But
Okay.
yeah, like I really enjoyed it, and I might actually like start up the Mouse Guard campaign again. I feel really happy right now.
We
I
should,
sh- I-
we should say thank you to the one viewer who stuck with us.
Yeah.
That might be Josh Manon.
Yeah.
Right.
He said he was going to watch it.
All right.
Yeah, and thank you again for the overlays.
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
no
They
problem.
made it
they
much
were
more
really
awesome.
cool. They were actually really cool. I really liked them.
Yeah, we're doing it for normal or online games that we do generic overlays for each setting or system because they're not very complicated to do.
Yeah. They look awesome.
Max will probably approach you tomorrow or something to make you explain how you do it.
Yeah, no problem.
Isn't it just like a PNG?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a PNG, and you just have to search together.
How big should the resolution be?
You can check it because you downloaded the file. So
Oh yeah.
you can even paint or draw over the one you downloaded.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thanks every one of you for playing and for sticking with the game.
Thanks for gaming, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Bye.
See you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye together.
Bye.